Ready to rock and roll today.
The New York Knicks have finally won a championship. All of New York, all the tri-city areas, tri-state areas, y'all just take in a deep breath and embrace this feeling because finally you guys have a championship that is brought to the Big Apple. Fellas, this is miraculous. Hey, Christmas came early, literally, for the whole state of New York. Man, chill. What does this mean for the New York Knicks?
It means that the New York Knicks are even more hopeful about what's going on in the future, but it's also a bad thing because Knicks fans are so fickle. Like there is no in between with Knicks fans, Ron. It's either get rid of everybody on the crew or something like this happens and we win in the NBA championship. There is no in between. There is no, let's build on this and let's see if we could get better. Now it's, we in the NBA championship and we're winning the whole thing. This is New York Knicks fans. And if they don't do it, you see what's going to happen. I actually am really worried, Ron, when it comes to New York. That's why I don't want to see them win the NBA championship. Not because I hate New York, but because I know they're going to burn the city to the ground if they do it. I know that for a fact. They're going to end up lighting that city
It's
on
the concrete
fire.
jungle. Concrete
Exactly
can't catch on fire. That's the perfect city to go up in flames.
No, they will burn that city to the ground if the New York Knicks win the NBA championship. No doubt. That's why I don't want to see them do it. My brother, Ron, I told you this yesterday. My brother already told me if they win the NBA championship. This is a banker who's telling me to get bail money if they win the NBA championship. He told me that. So I gotta put like $5,000 away because if they win it, he's gonna be in the streets. He's gonna be outside. So I mean, this is a dude who deals with home loans and business loans, telling me that he's gonna be in the streets. So I'm really worried about that sort of stuff. But this was great, Ron. This is great for the tri-state area. This is great for the city of New York. I think the in-season tournament was a huge success. I wasn't a fan of it when it first came out. I thought it was just a gimmick. I thought it was just something to just sell tickets and make some more money. But I think this has been great. I think we've seen within the in-season tournament, I think we've seen some playoff previews that I think that can be really good come playoff time. So I love it, Ron. And that game yesterday was awesome. Yes, sir.
Fellas, thoughts on this? Damian, how are you feeling about the Knicks? How are you feeling about that game? Well, no. Before we even get into the game, how are you feeling about the Knicks? Like, what does this really mean for like the actual team? Like, aside from the city, Chill's the only one who has resided in that area. But what does this mean for the Knicks as a team? The collection of guys, Mike Brown coming on as a new coach.
Yeah, I think it's very validating for New York. I think they needed something like this. Sometimes you need a bit of validation. You need a little bit of success as a team. We saw Indiana go on a run to the NBA Cup final, probably accelerated their growth as a group. Maybe this does the same for New York. Tasting that little bit of success together, understanding what it meant to play in high-level games with everything on the line. So I think that, and it showed when they got some performances out of some guys that we probably didn't expect. I think it was a great game. Like Chill said, I think the NBA in-season tournament's a success. I think they're going to raise the banner in Madison Square Garden. So very happy for Knicks fans because it's been a long time since they tasted some type of success. But, man, in terms of the game, another great game. I think it told us a lot about both teams. When the game got close, I had New York because I don't think San Antonio had been in these types of situations enough yet. So I had New York if it was a close game. But some of the ancillary pieces like Mitchell Robinson, like OG Anunoby, like Tyler Kolek, they were unbelievable. And yeah, shout out to New York. I thought I was really happy for them, and it sounded like it was like a New York home game, by the way, which I thought was interesting. They had a lot of traveling fans, so
Knicks fans definitely travel. Yes, they do. Real talk. Are you prepared 10 years from now? Are you prepared when I'm even whiter, right? Are you prepared 10 years from now to start having conversations about in-season tournament cup MVPs and the GOAT conversation? Are you prepared for that? Because we're gonna have to do that, just so you know.
We may have to, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And Jalen Brunson has etched his name in the in-season tournament lore with his MVP in the championship. But in all honesty, Chill, I don't think that's going to hold too much credence. Even as the years go by, I still don't think that's going to be like, oh my goodness, so and so's better than LeBron because he has 4 in-season tournament. Like I don't think that's going to be a thing. Hopefully, it's not. I'm praying.
Well, wait a minute, though. Real talk. Stay right there. And the reason why I'm saying that is because were we not let's just say 5 years ago, before the All-Star game got whack as it is, wasn't All-Star game MVPs a big deal? I'm just saying. Well, All-Star game MVPs,
you know what? They were
deal.
a bigger deal. They were a bigger deal. That is true. I still don't think they were like in the GOAT conversation, but they were a bigger deal for sure. You are right about that. But I do think that the more and more I watch the Knicks chill, Dame, Mars, I'm becoming more and more of a believer of this team. I really think that they're the best team in the East. I've been saying that for a little while now. OG Anunoby is great. Jalen Brunson is great. Even though he's inefficient, last night he was 11 to 27 from the field. The fact that he still gets to that level of volume as far as even the production and the scoring. To me, in high leverage situations, you'll take that volume even if it comes with a bit of inefficiency. Like the fact that he's still getting 25, 30 points, even in an inefficient game or outing, that is still valuable. Mitchell Robinson was fantastic last night. I think he did a fantastic job on Wemby. I think he attacked Wemby on the glass, especially offensively. He had 10 offensive rebounds last night by himself, 15 rebounds in total. And that's one thing that they definitely focused on. They wanted to be aggressive with Wembanyama. They went to that double big lineup with Mitchell Robinson and Cat. And hey, the Knicks can give OKC a burn. I'm not saying they're gonna beat them, not saying that. But the Knicks can give OKC a little burn because of that interior presence. I do think that's one of the ways that you try to be OKC, kind of try to be physical with a Chet and even an iHeart on the interior, and try to dominate them and give yourself more opportunities and more cracks at it. OKC still wins a series, by the way. I'm not saying that. The Knicks
from the
but
Northeast,
the Knicks make it competitive.
Yeah, they'll give them a little burn. Yeah.
Being from the Northeast, and I'm not one of these jump off the roof type of dudes, who's the better offensive rebounder in the game today? Is it Mitchell Robinson or Steven Adams?
Both. I think both are the two best. Both are the two best in the league. And you know what? And I'm glad you brought it up, real talk, about Mitchell Robinson, because I had this thought after the game, and I think Mars might have messaged something, but the concept of non-offensive players. Like, can you be considered a non-offensive player when you bring so much value to the offense, like you said? Like when we look at Houston, for example, chill with Steven Adams, the stats tell us that 1 in every 4 misses, he's grabbing a rebound, which is leading to the highest efficiency shots in basketball, which is layups, dunks, open 3-pointers. When you look at the game 2 days ago when the Lakers played the Suns, they don't win that game without Jared Vanderbilt crashing the offensive glass, all the activity on the offensive glass. And when you look at the game yesterday with Mitchell Robinson, the offensive rebounding, the second chance points, getting the opposing bigs in foul trouble, changing the trajectory of the game. These guys are categorized as non-offensive players, but they actually bring so much value to the offense. And when a guy like Mitchell Robinson can neutralize someone like Wemby and give you so many minutes of just, I was okay with him actually finishing the game. And I said this, like, I was okay with Cat not
playing, sure.
Coming back just because how good he played. Guys like that are going to be so valuable to this Knicks team that has aspirations of making the finals, have aspirations of, giving someone like OKC some problems, because when you have offensive rebounders like that, it gives your offense a whole different complexion. And it allows guys like Jalen Brunson to go 11 for 27 because you're getting so many other chances. Some of these other ill-advised shots are fine because you've got guys on the inside doing work. So, man, they don't win those games without him, all the dirty work.
I think it's so damning to the defense when you have that kind of activity on the offensive glass. When I think, Mars, about rebounding, and I think about great rebounders, I think about very much like bucket getting, right? I think about how you do it. I think about who you're doing it against. I think about where you're doing it. And I think about how often you do it. And when I watch Mitchell Robinson as an offensive rebounder on the stage that he was on yesterday, to be able to stick his nose in there and get offensive rebounds in that atmosphere. That's a big deal for me. I mean, when you talk about 10 offensive rebounds just from him alone, real talk, that's 30 extra potential points we're getting just off the glass, right? That's not including the other guys getting buckets. That's just him contributing to the other stuff that we're trying to do here. And when I think about Steven Adams as an offensive rebounder, and I want to stay on the Knicks, Ron, but when I think about Steven Adams as an offensive rebounder, I think that he attracts a little bit more attention than Mitchell Robinson, off the strength that he's on the floor longer and he's less of an offensive liability. Like, he can score around the rim. And because he can score around the rim, I think that his ability to rebound keeps him on the floor, and him being in traffic. There's a reason why they called him. I mean, I heard Jimmy Butler say he's the strongest player in the NBA. I mean, when you're dealing with dudes like that on the offensive glass, fighting with guys like that all night long, as opposed to a guy like Mitchell Robinson, who he could run out of gas. But last night he was nothing short of fantastic. He was great.
But chill, look at what you're talking about, though. And I just want to take a second to pause. And I want everybody to realize just how important rebounding is and what rebounding can mean for your team in a close game like this, or even in a series. Now, a lot of times we overlook rebounding. We act like rebounding doesn't matter. We act like rebounding is just uncontested rebounds, and it just is what it is. But guys like Mitchell Robinson and guys like Steven Adams really move the needles, and they move furniture in the paint. These type of guys they're crucial. They're critical. Like, these guys can win you a series. They can be the make or break for your team. And it's like, as we seen last night, what Mitchell Robinson did, being able to get extra possessions, like these dudes like this are really cheat codes that can come in and get offensive rebounds, control the defensive glass too. Like that, that's important to have a guy.
So does that mean, Ron? So does that mean that we got guys like Dennis Rodman, like Michael Cage, like those guys could play today? Because I'm on the side of, you can't just be. You have to be able to score the basketball in today's game because the guys are so skilled, right? But I also recognize with what's going on in the game today, the Knicks proved to me last night that despite all the bucket getting, despite all the hoopla about scoring, in the end, if you don't defend and you don't rebound, you ain't winning. It's that simple. It's really that simple. Mm-hmm. If you don't defend and you don't rebound, you're not winning. So you can run the score up. All that ball handling shit looks really fancy, Ron. I'm not going to argue that point. But if you don't get on the glass, you don't stick your nose in there, and you don't get us, if you don't stop plays, or if you don't get us extra possessions, you will be losing. It's that simple.
Chill. The team that did it for me, as far as this concept, the year was just all of last year, and my team in the back, man. What the Rockets did last year really proved, like, hey. Because the offense was shaky at best for the Houston Rockets last year, as far as just like creating quality looks, anybody on the team being efficient as a scorer. Jalen Green wasn't all that efficient. Sengun wasn't all that efficient. We had multiple non-shooters on the court at times, but guess what the Rockets could do? They could defend and they could rebound, and that won them a lot of games. They could get out in transition because of their defense. And rebounding, you have to rebound, Chill, to get out of transition. I don't know if the people know that or not. You have to rebound and close the possession before you can.
No, you don't. You just let the ball go through the rim and just throw the ball out and let's run. You don't got to rebound. Yeah. So you got to rebound to get out in transition, and then on top of that, even though they were inefficient as far as their shooting, they offensive rebounded. So it didn't even really matter. And then, just like Damian said, that leads to either putbacks, layups, dunks, and open threes, which are all the most efficient shots in the game. So the Rockets did it for me last year. And of course, Dennis Rodman could definitely play today, Chill. He's just not better than Anthony Davis, but it's another conversation for another
day. and let's not forget with rebounding. Let's not forget with the rebounding that with the rise of the pace and space in sort of the early 2010s, offensive rebounding sort of disappeared for a few years because teams were like, our number one priority has to be coming back in transition, right? So offensive rebounding disappeared. Now teams have understood that with the correct floor balance and we can attack, we're also being balanced defensively if this breaks down. Intentional offensive rebounding has come back into the game. And now guys like Mitchell Robinson are so valuable because their intention on the offensive end is to rebound the basketball. So I'm glad it's come back and it's become another massive equalizer like the 3-point shot.
Which leads me to my next point. Mars, what do you think of Wemby last night?
It's trash.
You think he was garbage? Why and why do you think he sucked, Mars?
Minus like the 3-minute stretch in the third. That was cool. But
Yeah, the 12 points that he the 12 points that he scored.
Everything else was trash. Yeah.
What was bad about him?
Offensive decision making, offensive assertiveness, defensive block hunting, giving up the offensive glass, allow Mitchell Robinson to get behind and play after play, giving the opposing team second chance opportunities. Those are the biggest issues in my opinion. So he allowed Mitchell Robinson to dominate him, on both sides of the ball.
You got to pause that, Mars. You do not have to pause that. That's exactly what happened.
That's exactly what happened. On both sides.
Yeah, yes. just in case. Precautionary pause. And then so like the tendency of chasing a block, trying to contest everything at the rim has its downsides when you have someone who's going to follow up the shot every single time.
Yep.
It's just about knowing your personnel, knowing what you can and can't do. And that's why I say offensive rebounders provide spacing in a way that isn't just 3-point shooting. Because a big can't leave a Mitchell Robinson's body. You can't leave a Steven Adams' body. When it was Shaquille O'Neal, for obvious reasons, you couldn't leave his body. Because if you do, that means they can follow in the miss. Now you got an offensive rebound. That's either a putback, that's a spray out 3. Your defense in rotation. It's a bad play every time. And Wemby didn't seem to get the memo yesterday. And that's why they ended up losing, I think, because that fourth quarter offensive rebounding killed them.
Ron, do you when you have a guy like Wemby, because I get a lot of heat about this, because Wemby, when he's protecting the rim as a defensive player, Wemby is so dynamic at what he does, right? And he's just so polarizing. I feel like there's a lot of holes in Wemby's game as a defender.
There are.
There's a lot of holes in it. There's a lot of holes in his game. And last night was and last night was evidence of that, Ron. So one of the things, and Mars actually stole some of my thunder. As a rim protector. No, that I'm glad you brought that up, Mars. And the reason why I'm glad you brought that up, because it's very important. The reason why you can't block every shot, that's why Bill Russell was so awesome at what he did. The reason why you can't block every shot is because I take myself out of position to rebound. And when I'm going up against a dude like Mitchell Robinson, he's pushing me underneath the basket because I'm trying to swat everything away. Well, if I'm trying to swat everything away and I got a behemoth like Mitchell Robinson, who definitely outweighs me, stronger, pushing me underneath the basket, and we don't have anybody else out here, by the way, to contend with him. I got Vassell and I got Keldon Johnson out here trying to help me, but ultimately, this is my responsibility as a rim protector to rebound. So if he could understand that, okay, I don't have to block every shot. If I could just be more of a force in the paint where I'm deterring guys or making them take bad shots and I can keep myself in position to rebound, I think that's going to make him a better defender. And I think that's what cost him the game last night.
And then, like, real talk kind of brought this up earlier. When you think of the OKC Thunder, and Mars has emphasized this too, it's really only one thing that's going to beat them. And that's like your size in the key. The Houston Rockets, i.e., we were talking about it last week. We were talking about who has a better chance of knocking off the Thunder, the Spurs or the Rockets. Mars said, I'm gonna go with the Rockets just because their size in the paint. Obviously, Denver, Jokic, offensive rebounds. You got Valanciunas coming in too. And then when you look out east, real talk just brought up the Knicks, how that'd be a tough series for them because Cat, Mitchell Robinson, and the size that they'll provide in the paint. And it's like, man, is this the formula? Can one of these three teams really do it?
Ron, this is what I was thinking after watching, and this is kind of where I'm at for the Knicks. The Knicks need to do everything they possibly can to get Giannis on this team. And I would trade Cat. That's who I'm looking to trade. If I can replace Cat and put Giannis on this team, and we have a front court of OG, Giannis, and Mitchell Robinson, that front court is giving people problems come playoff times. Now, I know a lot of people have been saying, like, oh, they want Cat playing with Giannis because Cat provides the spacing and yada, yada, yada. And then I've been hearing some suggest trading OG Anunoby and or Mikal Bridges for that. I vehemently disagree.
Bye.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
no. I'm not trading OG or Mikal to get Giannis. The thing that Giannis has been missing in Milwaukee for some time now are point of attack defenders, either at the guard or wing position. Why would I then subtract that to add him? And now we have Cat and Giannis front court, which is going to be great offensively, but with them two with no point of attack defenders, really, I don't really like that. I think if you can swap Cat and some picks or whatever the case may be, and turn that into Giannis, and now even when you're closing games, you can go to your Jalen Brunson, Mikal, OG, Josh Hart, Giannis lineup to close games. That team right there, Ron, they can beat OKC. I don't know if the team as currently constructed can, but that team with Giannis can beat OKC.
Why did yesterday tell you they need Giannis?
Well, it's not so. Is that Cat isn't as like
he
reliable
rebounds,
for this
by the way,
team
real
as
talk.
some people
He
think.
It does a lot for their
That's really
spacing,
what
though,
it is.
Kat.
He does.
Yes, he does. Mm-hmm.
But I
And
mean,
he
Giannis
rebounds,
will
too.
provide spacing as well because he's Giannis.
He is Giannis. Okay,
Yes,
interesting. Okay, understandable. I don't know if the Bucks would trade Giannis for Cat and whatnot, but
That would 100% have to be a 3-team trade.
Yeah, it
I've
would.
heard that they
The
weren't
Bucks
interested
are
at
like,
all.
yo, do not
It
send him
would.
over here.
Yeah, I heard that.
But
they
Chill,
weren't
I mean,
interested, but
to your point, Chill, like Wemby only posted up though 2 to 3 times the whole night. And I think that when you talk about guys playing like big men, I think Wemby's greatest individual challenge of his career is when to play like a big and when to go to the finesse and range shooting. Because people fall in love with the 10 straight points he had with the middies and the threes, but is it in the team's best interest and his best interest long term to be playing so much on the perimeter? Like, it's a hard balance to strike when you're 7'5" and so skilled, but he's also a constant matchup problem when he's in the post. So where is that balance? I think will be his greatest challenge. So we'll see how that pans out. But it will take some maturity, I think.
Yeah, we just not. I think with Wemby, to your point, I think a lot of people, they see it, the potential, and they want to be where the potential is going. They want to be there right now when we're not there yet. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there, but we're not there yet. And Ron, I think I said this to you before, and I know I sound ridiculous with this. Wemby just look weird on the bench, Ron. If I might be Tibbs when it comes to Wemby. He's never coming out the game unless he tired. I'm never, and I know physically, unfortunately, he can't hold up to do that. I do know that. I know that that's ridiculous for me to think that, but he just looks weird on the bench. He just looks like he should never come out of the game. When I think about when I think about the better players from the past, I'm thinking to myself, like, what happens if Wemby was physically able to play? I'm going to throw a number out. Let's say Wemby was physically able to play 42 minutes a game. How are we talking about Wemby if he's like, if he was physically able to play 42 minutes a game? How are we talking about Wemby if he's like 30?
How many games a season?
Oh, I'm getting like 75 games out of him.
So if the biggest guy in the league could play more minutes than everyone?
I'm getting like 70, and I could get now hear me out, Mars. What if I could get 42 minutes a game out of Wemby? And the reason why I'm saying this is because I've seen it in the past. But what if I could get 42 minutes a game out of Wemby, and that stat line looked like, I don't know, Wemby was like 33, 24, 5, and like 6 blocks. Like, how are we talking about Wemby?
That wouldn't be a stat line.
At some
So
stage,
we're just gonna per 36 him. We're gonna tax those 6 minutes per 36. And he's actually only averaging 28.
At some stage, he's going to have to
12
play heavy minutes.
3.
Because I just
42 though?
Heavy minutes for Wemby is like you get to like 40 in series.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
like in
a
the
very small
playoffs, he's going to have
samples.
to.
Yeah, that's heavy minutes, and not even then, that's probably pushing it. But if you use your timeouts correctly, like you can get Wemby to around 40 for a series, or maybe the last couple games of a series. But heavy minutes for Wemby is going to be like 38.
When was the last time we seen a shooting guard play that many minutes? Was it Iverson?
42, yeah, probably is like AI.
Yeah,
or
probably
like
is AI, yeah.
I think it was either Iverson or Michael Finley.
I don't know if shooting guards could play that many minutes this NBA. Chill.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Is it because I'm physically not able to do it, or is that what it is?
I took this shit.
Yeah. He'll break down, man. Break down.
Because I know Wemby physically he can't do that, but I see him on the bench and I see him with this San Antonio squad, and there's too many good things. Even with the bad things, there's too many good things that happen when he's on the floor. I feel like this dude should never come out the game. And
Monte Ellis played 41 and a half.
Shout out
Back in
the
2010.
Mississippi.
What year was that,
Mo-
Moss?
Mo-
For
2010.
real.
That's the
Hey, Rick,
last
what
time
you know
anyone
about the
eclipsed
Mississippi
40 was
Bullet?
Monte Ellis.
Both of my parents are from Mississippi. All of my family is from Mississippi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that
So
makes
the
sense.
last time anyone eclipsed 40 was Monte Ellis in 2010 and 2011.
Yeah,
Before that, it was Iverson alone.
I just
Yeah.
think that a guy.
No, I just wanted to be because we talking about Wemby and people in the chat were like, "Oh, Wemby best in the world" or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But to me, watching Wemby right now is what it was like watching LeBron in like 07, 08. Right? You
They'll
have
tell you he was the best in the world.
but hold on, this is what I'm getting at, Mars. I'm saying when you watch LeBron in 07, 08, you'll see these highs to where you're like, oh yeah, the game against the Pistons in the playoffs, or you know, his PRA in the regular season. He has these amazing games, and you're like, oh my goodness, his impact, his statistical profile. He might be the best player in the world. He is the best player in the world. That's what his highs would suggest. Wemby is playing, he's at that level right now to where, like, when Wemby's playing his best game, it's up there with a Nikola Jokic best game, a Giannis best game, a Shea best game. However, just like LeBron kind of in 07, 08, the highs are there, yes, but there are still a lot of flaws in their game, and they're not as polished as they need to be in that kind of conversation. Like, yes, was LeBron fantastic in 07? Absolutely. But he needed to get a little bit more polish before he was better than Kobe, like in my opinion, in like 07, 08. And that's kind of what we're looking at with Wemby.
I think
Wemby
far from
needs
that,
to
though.
get a
I
little
think,
bit
I
more
think Wemby's
polish.
still far away from that.
Kobe went even better.
Yeah,
than
real
Durant.
talk.
It's cool.
I get the point you're making. He more like
He's
06,
not
07.
quite there.
Yeah, it's more like 06, 07, bro. He ain't anything 08. He not there yet. Yet.
He not. So wait. So why then when I said Ant was better than him, you had so much pushback?
Who? Ant
better than Wemby this year.
I was okay with that.
Ant's not better than 06 LeBron or 07 or 08. Is that the comparison you're making? Or
no. I'm saying when I was saying that Ant was better than Wemby,
yeah,
you have major pushback to that.
I still have pushback to that.
So you think Wemby's still better than Ant?
Yes. Ant has highs and lows too.
By how much?
What's the separator what's the separator in your estimation around between Wemby and Ant? Where is it?
It's all the intangibles. Like Wemby can score 20 and Ant can score 30, but that 10-point gap doesn't even come close to like explaining all the other stuff that Wemby's doing. The fact that Wemby's blocking in the turn shots, the fact that Wemby's pushing your defense out, the fact that Wemby changes your whole offensive game plan. And then also too, on the other end, he changes your whole defensive game plan. How are you real talk, you just mentioned it. Giannis provides spacing because he's Giannis. Well, Wemby provides spacing because he's Wemby. When Wemby cuts to the rim, the whole defense has to collapse. When Wemby posts up, the whole defense has to adjust. Ant does that, and Ant can collapse your defense, but it's not to the same extent that Wemby does. And on top of that, don't let Wemby be feeling it and start hitting step back jumpers. Then they basically the same person on offense. Minus the defensive impact that Wemby gives you, that just surmounts and far supersedes the impact that Ant provides. And Ant is a good defender and a pressure the ball and all of that, but it's nowhere near the impact that Wemby gives you. And then don't let me get to talking about rebounding. It's just like Wemby just provides so much, and it's like a lot of it is just due to sheer size and just freakish athleticism, or just who he is, being 7'5", able to move like that. Like I can contest a 3-point shot from the paint. Like it's just things like that where it's like Ant can go off for 40 on any given night, and Wemby probably not. But It's all the other intangibles that Wemby brings to the table.
Interesting.
I think
Because
Ant
when
is a far superior offensive player than Wemby is right now. So I think that's kind of the disagreement in this argument, or at least where the difference is. I think you think Wemby's closer to Ant offensively than I do. So
What about the defense?
I mean, obviously Wemby's the best defender in the league. I mean, but those talking points that you use could be used, against a lot of players. By the way,
Also, too, though, real talk.
Would you rather Wemby or Ant in
got
the playoff series right now?
Wemby are in the playoff series right now, Ron. Today, it's April the 16th. The playoffs started. I got Ant or I got Wemby. Who you taking?
I know we've seen it from Ant, and we've seen some highs.
Hey, we
didn't see some highs. But
I think that's the point that we've seen it.
Mars, if the season ended today, they got to see the Lakers in round one. Who you taking? You taking Ant or you taking
whichever
Wemby?
one we get, we gonna win. I don't care.
Watch it.
We have Ant, we gonna win. We have Wemby, we gonna win. I
don't think the opponent matters, Chill. I don't think the opponent or the team matters. I think you take Wemby because he has the ability to change
against OKC.
He has the ability to change. I'm not mad at that, but he has the ability to just change the game more. I think that's the point to run. It's like he has the ability to be more of a game changer. With that being said, that might sound ridiculous because of the statement I just made. I think Ant is better than Wemby today. Just as an overall basketball player, I think Ant is better than Wemby. But it comes down to one of those things like, who would you rather have? I have to take Wemby.
Ron, I think you overselling that impact.
There's no way you can't take Wemby over Ant in a lot of these situations. You just have to because of the way he can change the game.
Ron, I think you overselling that impact on Wemby because that impact, those highs are incredible. But like we saw last night with the lows getting pushed under the basket, not being able to rebound, being out of position defensively. Like we saw those lows. And I haven't really seen many lows from Ant as a defender. But with that, I don't think that with teams relying on him as much as they rely on Wemby, I don't think that's that much I don't think you lose that much with Ant. But you gain way more with Ant as a defender on the perimeter, considering how good he can be in the passing lane, how good he can be as an on-ball defender, how good he can be not just as an on-ball defender, but in gaps. Now, with Wemby being that big of a deal on defense, when you lose that stuff from him, yes, it 100% matters. When you lose that stuff from Ant, it does matter, but it doesn't matter nearly. I don't think it matters as much. But I think it matters more when you get that stuff from Ant.
But see, the one thing that I failed to highlight, I was waiting. Y'all all jumped in. I was waiting to choke Real Talk out. I had him in the choker hold. I was going to put him to sleep. The biggest thing about this whole thing is Wemby absolutely makes his teammates better than Ant does. Just him being on the court, defenders can do more. I could gamble a little more. I can rotate a little easier. He just makes everybody's life easier on both ends.
Ant's not making his teammates' life easier?
I'm not saying he doesn't. But not like Ant's not one of them offensive players where he just makes everybody around him better. Like when LeBron steps on the court.
Better on offense, how is Wemby making his teammates better on offense, Ron?
They can just throw the ball up and get assists.
Wait. Dude, come on, Ron. I need that. But why? When? How often does he do that?
What you mean? How often does he do that?
That doesn't make your teammates better possession after possession, because he's not always down there with his hands up. He's not always cutting to the rim with his hands up. He's not always putting himself in a position to be a vertical spacer. You know what I mean? So like
he might not do it all the time, but he's there though. And on top of that,
he doesn't do it nearly enough.
Keep that in mind.
He doesn't do it nearly enough to make his teammates better on offense.
Yeah, but also too,
he's bailing the defense out so much more that at times.
Ron, you're saying his gravity is more impactful.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that Ant doesn't have gravity. No,
Ant's gravity is far more impactful than Wemby's on offense.
Yeah,
offensively, I agree. Y'all don't see, bro. This first caught my eye when the Timberwolves played OKC in the playoffs last year. Now we know OKC has every point of attack defender in the book that you could want, right? They are still gap helping like crazy when they go. Now you could argue OKC does it anyway, but even that translated even into this year when you watch Ant, bro. They're tilting the entire defense towards Anthony Edwards because you can't stay in front of him one-on-one. He can get by every defender in the league with ease with that first step. So now you have to tilt your whole defense, right? And as long as people are making shots on the back end on the weak side, I mean, but he's and is one of the 5 best players in the league, and he's definitely one of the 5 most impactful offensive players in the league right now as well. I just not too many people shifting defenses like Ant right
5 most impactful offensive players.
Hey, Ron, when you got the long ball, when you got the long ball,
I want to hear the 5 too.
The offensive players?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jokic, Shea, Giannis.
It's no way.
Luka.
No way.
I was about to say your girl who just moved in. Don't leave her out.
Luka and
do you hate your wife this much?
You think
you hate your household this much?
You think Ant's a more impactful offensive player than Steph?
Steph Curry is hooping this year.
Today.
Curry is hooping this year.
I'm gonna just put it out there. I'm just putting out there. I don't think he's a more impactful offensive player than Steph.
Still,
it's a conversation.
You're the only one who cares about age as much as you do. I don't care.
It's a conversation.
28 or 37.
Hell yeah, I care about age.
You're not just going to keep every time I praise an old player. Still today.
I 100% care about age. The reason why I care about age is because I can't do what I used to be able to do 5 years ago. That matters.
I don't care that he can't do what he did 5 years ago. What he does today, I still think is more impactful than Ant on offense. I don't care what he looked like in 2021. That just was a different level. That was an all-time great level. Right now, he's just at a level that's top 5 in the NBA.
What about Jalen Brunson?
That's the next name I was going to go.
He's better than Jalen Brunson.
Mm-hmm. On offense?
Donovan Mitchell?
He's better than D. Mitch.
Okay.
Kate Cunningham?
Yeah, because of the efficiency.
Okay.
I could get with
playmaking does it passing doesn't matter to you at all.
I don't think well, first off, I don't think that, he better than Jason Tatum.
Okay, interesting.
He's just a better player than Jason Tatum.
Hold on, real talk. Before we get into that, I want you to answer my question.
They forget Demon Tatum.
So passing doesn't matter?
I'm not saying that
is it just all about scoring?
I'm not saying that passing doesn't matter at all. I just think that when I say impactful, I'm saying when I watch these players play, who is bending the defense the most? Who is the defense?
Odell.
Yeah, fair. That is a fair name. Correct. That's a fair name. But outside of those 5 that I named, throw Steph in there. I don't see anybody else commanding the attention that Ant does on a possession to possession basis while still putting out the input at an efficient clip that Ant does as well.
Now that last part I could get with, but I promise you, when Steph Curry is on the floor, all eyes are on him. Not some of them or most of them.
For sure.
All eyes are on him. And the defense 100% shifts to Curry. We have to make sure that before we find anybody, we got to make sure that before we set our defense, where is Curry? That's the guy that we're leaning on the most. Can I say that about Ant? No, not the reason why I can't say that about Ant is because they do have guys. The reason why I can't say that about Ant is because they do have guys on that Minnesota team that are still good offensive players. And we also have guys like Luka, and I'm not talking about Minnesota, but I'm also talking about the rest of the league. We got guys like Luka who has the ball in his hands, so he's not that hard to find. Just find the ball. Like a guy like Curry, an off-ball guy, it's difficult to find a guy who doesn't have the ball. It's difficult to find a guy who's consistently moving around. So when you have that kind of impact off the basketball, that's almost impossible to scheme against. Ant doesn't have that.
Well, Ant doesn't have a point guard either, so can't really be.
No, he does. He's just old. That's all. Ant has one. The dude's just old.
Mike Conley is a coach now. He's a coach on the court. That's he shouldn't be out there. They put Bones Highlands in the rotation recently. They're running out. They're running out.
Good.
Yeah, shout out to him. Shout out
He
to
been
him.
pretty good.
Yeah, shout out to him. Making
I told you guys he was good.
making the most of his opportunity. Shout out to Bones. The fact that they went to Bones says a lot about where Mike Conley and Rob Dillingham are at. I'll just say that. But yeah, I agree with the sentiment Real Talk sharing about like how good Ant is offensively. I think he's probably in that like tier 2, like the next group of 5 as opposed to the top 5. But I do think he's comfortably a better offensive player than Wemby. Like I don't really think twice about that, to be honest.
We got to get these tiers lined up. And so like we've been talking about that a lot over like the last week or so. Probably next week, we are going to line up these tiers of offensive players, and we just got to figure out who's in what tier. Because between the last time we did it, I don't remember, it was months ago. But between basically last season and this season, some things have changed. Some guys have elevated. Some guys have maybe taken a step back. Some guys have maybe gotten old, but they still where they at. But I got to figure out, as of December 17th, about 2 months into the season, where are we at in terms of offensive talents? Who's in that tier 1? Who's tier 2? Who can debatably be in tier 1, but they're still tier 2? And who's falling and all of that? That's going to be an interesting episode and a fun conversation. Mm-hmm. But as of right now, fellas, we'll get back to the Spurs because I still want to talk a little bit more about the Spurs and what they're looking like and what are our expectations now for them. And I also want to ask the big question for the New York Knicks fans. I want to ask the big question. Maybe the New York Knicks fans are ready to bend the knee and and answer that question for everybody. So we'll talk about that here in a second. But as of right now, y'all, there's an app called Splash Sports, and you need to download it right here, right now. And you could do that by scanning this QR code that's on the screen or simply just clicking the link in the bio. Now, once you do that, you'll get to the dashboard on Splash Sports, and you'll see all your favorite players in the favorite sport that you like. In this case, we're going to just talk basketball, but they do have football, they have WNBA, they have baseball, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But when you get to the quick picks on Splash Sports, which is their new peer-to-peer daily fantasy sports game, you pick more or less on at least 2 player projections, and then your entry gets matched with other players that are either at the same buy-in. So if you play $20, you'll be playing against other people that play $20, or with your same pick count. So if you make 4 picks, then they're going to match you up with other people that make 4 picks. And here's the thing, is it's fair matchmaking, so you're competing against people. You're competing against people, not the house. So y'all think about it. It's you who made 4 picks and played $20. It's you, Big Ox, Mars, Chill, and Real Talk. Think about the names that I just put you again. Mars, Real Talk, Big Ox. Hey, the PCL champion Intel isn't even there. So you know you guys got a leg up. Just think about it. If you get put in a pot against these guys and you get to make better picks than these guys, the money's basically yours. They don't know ball. So I encourage you, download the Splash Sports app. Go ahead and make your picks. And join the winner's circle. Now, speaking of Big Ox making picks, he got some picks right now on the screen. So let's see what he's rocking with today.
Well, I'm a pretty optimistic guy, so usually I like to just go all more, I wake up at 4:07, but today I said I'm going to mix it up, throw some Lesters in there, and make 5 picks today. So instead of waking up at 4:07, I woke up at 4:03. Got real busy, got in there, did my math, did my basketball science, and I came up with these 5 picks for you. We'll start with Donovan Mitchell playing against the Chicago Bulls. We're going more, 30.5 points. Julius Randle against the Memphis Grizzlies, going more than 35.5 PRA. Now, when it comes to Luka Doncic against the Utah Jazz, we're going less than 8.5 assists. And Michael Porter against the Miami Heat, less than 10.5 assists and rebounds. And we're going to wrap this thing all up with Lonzo Ball, less than 3.5 points made. We call that easy money.
All right, there you go. You guys have it. Take Big Ox's picks and go make some money yourself. All right, fellas, we got a few super chats. Let's see what the people got to say about what we had to say. The first super chat I got is from K Spiffy. K Spiffy said, I'm disappointed in my Spurs. Wemby only 6 rebounds is unacceptable. Harrison Barnes, ... doing his Golden State Finals impression. Shout out Dylan. He was the best player last night for the Spurs. Get Giannis as well.
Oh, both teams need Giannis. Okay.
I mean, everybody needs Giannis.
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors. One got Giannis, one got Thanasis.
I'm not gonna lie. That part about Harrison Barnes is correct. I don't want Harrison Barnes nowhere near the court in high leverage games. Get him off the court immediately. He immediately turns into a brick. Exactly. He immediately becomes a brick. It's crazy to watch, man.
Wasn't he? I mean, he did do well in that 15 series when they won. I mean, he wasn't terrible. I mean, I thought he gave them some good minutes, especially like late in games.
16, he was bad, too.
16 on the other hand. Yeah, 16 on the other hand. And then also, I want to say in 22, when was it 22 or 20? Yeah, 22 or 23 when they played Sacramento in the playoffs. Like, we leaving him open.
It was 23. It was 23.
We're leaving him open.
Yeah. He didn't play terrible those whole playoffs. He just missed that big shot in game 4.
Yeah.
He makes that shot in game 4 that we go up 3-1. So he did miss a very big shot, but he played pretty good those playoffs in my opinion. But y'all know I'm kind of biased. I'm a huge fan of Harrison Barnes, always have been. So it's hard for me.
He a cool regular season player for sure.
But he was. I mean, let's not act like he wasn't carrying the squad when Victor was out. I mean, him, Foxy, and I mean,
he was getting busy.
Low
he
leverage
was definitely
games.
getting busy.
Low leverage games.
Exactly.
Ask Kevin Durant if he wasn't busting his ass.
Low leverage opponent. Kevin Durant.
Oh hell no! Troll alert!
Fact.
Woo 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 woo!
Kevin Durant, I mean, Kevin Durant ain't nothing but a
Don't start.
Say that one more time, Morris.
Troll alert! Stop, Ron.
I said what I said. You can adjust.
He's just a glorified second option.
Don't stop, bro.
Oh, my
Stop.
My bad. I think Ron was cooking with that yesterday, personally.
No, he wasn't. Ox. He was not.
What did he say? Wait. What did he say? Yesterday?
Sometimes I could get in there and shut it up.
Kevin Durant
Real
has never
talk.
floor raised in his career.
Not only that, real talk, but he's a glorified second option.
Oh yeah, glorified second option. Yeah,
he's been a glorified second option his whole career.
The glorified second option I can handle. What he said, which he jumped through the screen.
Why you can, bro? That's Kevin Durant. It's Kevin Wayne. Okay.
No. The reason why
it ain't Bruce Wayne.
I don't think Kevin Durant.
Hey, his middle name should have been Robin. It should have been Kevin Robin.
Okay.
The reason why I said
do you have a Kevin Durant story like a James Harden story? Did they both?
Yeah, Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
pump fake coming on here. That's the story.
I actually do
Kevin
have.
Durant gave one a mean pump fake.
That's the second one. That's the second one. He gave the whole city of Oklahoma a mean pump fake too. All right, you guys are up 3-1, and your job is to I guess you could say seal and raise in that situation. I guess. And once again, you look like the Robin.
You should appreciate him. OKC took your team. He left them. You should be like, oh, thank you, KD. Make them worse. They took your team from you.
But what
Sonics don't exist for OKC? He left.
What if they wouldn't have left though? What if they wouldn't have left?
Then they might have won a champ. What? They never left Seattle?
Yeah.
Oh, then if he would have left Seattle,
then his snake ass would have left Seattle.
You don't know that.
I'm not forgiving him.
You
for
don't know
nothing.
that.
No,
maybe he would have wanted to stay in that godforsaken
team. Maybe he loves the city of Seattle.
Yeah, for whatever reason. Maybe he
did he love the city of Golden State?
Yeah,
did he love the city of Brooklyn? How you leave
but
Brooklyn?
They didn't love him.
How you leave Brooklyn?
Wait, those two things.
Chill. How you leave Brooklyn?
Kyrie Irving didn't want to wasn't playing. James Harden got hurt. Shit happens.
Yeah,
so he lost his number one.
No, he lost his teammate.
First of all, Ron,
I'm saying KD
21 playoffs.
He wouldn't have stayed there. Real talk is KD from out there. He from out there, New York way, and he left. He left Brooklyn.
Okay. First,
that's home. That's home for KD.
But Ron,
how you leave Brooklyn?
You could. Okay, Brooklyn ain't. It's Brooklyn, Ron. Let's not make Brooklyn sound like it's Los Angeles or Miami or some shit like that. No, and on top of that, those dudes got
that's home,
right?
Chill. That's home.
Never heard someone mad that KD left Brooklyn. This is
exactly
how you leave the crib, Chill.
But he's not from Brooklyn.
You never left.
I thought he's from like.
Yeah, he's not. He's from DC.
DC.
That's the same thing.
He's from the DC area. It's not the same thing. DC is like almost 4 hours away from Brooklyn.
Hey,
Oh,
chill.
man,
Hey,
he
chill.
from over there.
Chill. How could you leave New York? Hey,
Yo.
Cowboy Bob. How could you
What
leave
up?
New York? Hey,
What
Cowboy
up?
Bob.
I told
How could you
ya.
leave New York,
I
son?
told ya. Yo, look what I'm dealing with right now. See all that snow? I'm up here in the snow, guys. How y'all doing?
What's up
Cool,
with you?
cool.
Big
Oh, is that why you left Brooklyn? Because the snow?
Nah, man, I left because I love this stuff. But first off, I'd like to say thank you guys for having me on. Thank you, Knicks, for following through. Also, real talking wrong about adding Giannis. I'll explain to you later. But I'm just really, really happy. This team played well. OG was the actual X factor. That man did a lot. What people also don't realize is Cat got hurt. Everyone said he was soft. He waited to the last 5 minutes to bring him back in and let him do his dirty work. There was a lot of things that went well last night. I think the Spurs' problem was they were shooting more three-pointers when they were up rather than just attacking the basket when they were doing well. So for
Bob,
me,
your phone farting.
my phone's farting. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yo, we can hear you. That's the problem.
Oh, wow. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But anyway, no, it's a lot of things that went good last night. The best part about it is the Knicks won. They went through teamwork. They went through the captain. Everything that we've been doing kind of came into fruition. Adding Cat, I think it's one of the greatest things as far as floor spaces, as far as three-point shot. Even Bridges had a bad night last night, and they still won. And Bridges was my key guy. So Kolick stepped up. Nobody talked about how great Kolick was. Kolick was amazing. This kid came out of nowhere, was playing defense on both sides, created a turnover, kept us in rhythm, was giving attitude. And you could even look at how
Yo, Cowboy. You were saying some good things, and we kind of got the gist of everything. But like Real Talk was saying, your phone's passing gas, brother. Hey, it's letting loose.
Just up there,
hey,
Putin.
try to.
I enjoyed the audio.
I did too for a second. But try to reboot whatever you got going on. I'll try to bring you back up if your audio's
probably
good.
his headphones. It's probably his headphones.
Mm-hmm.
I think
That's why you got to get them rake on. Wait, we still.
Yeah, no, right now.
He's
Oh,
running that
maybe.
collar, by the
Okay.
way.
Yeah,
We still with rake on. Oh yeah, get the rake. Get the rake.
Yeah.
All right, Cowboy, I'm gonna try one more time, but I promise you, if you fart in all our ears one more time, brother, you're done.
Nah, my fault, guys. Like again, that's that New York Wi-Fi, so don't worry about it.
New York Wi-Fi like Sacramento Wi-Fi.
It's what happens when I'm out of my house. But what I was simply saying is Bridges played bad. They still won. The Knicks came back, fought really, really well. We were down. If you look in the third quarter, Cat got hurt. He came back in with the last 5 minutes. Very good, smart coaching strategy because they were waiting for Wemby to get going, but we waited and let Cat, who was actually shutting down Wemby, being physical. So there's a lot of things that the Knicks did last night, and I just want to go ahead and take some questions because I feel good. Y'all got some questions for me about my team? Hey, Ox, shout out to your boy OG. Tell him keep it up, baby.
Real talk, not
OG
real
was
talk.
open
So
last
so what did
That's
you
what he
think?
do, man.
He do kind of look like Real Talk, huh? But go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, Bob. What did you think of Coach Brown's counter to the 3-guard rotation that San Antonio had? He kept his 3 guards out there.
I think
He
what
went to
helped
his
us with
3
that. I think what helped us with that was because they were missing their shots. The way we set up was it was supposed to be matchup perfect, but because their 3-guard setup was missing their shots, it didn't look that efficient. But when we brought in our guy, Kolick, when we also even brought in, oh man, why I forget his name? Damn it.
Jordan Clarkson.
Clarkson. Yeah, when we brought in Clarkson, you can see that in moments when they had their offense going, they would go cold. Like when Fox shot 2 3-pointers, got them into the rhythm. Then you see Kolick come in, contribute. Then you would see Clarkson come in and contribute. Then you would see OG contribute. So what we had as opposed to them was we didn't just rely on one player or 2 player to get going. We used the whole team to come back, and that's how we countered. And the best part about it was we didn't focus on Wemby himself. We actually focused on their team. So we did a lot of good things.
If Tibbs,
I got a question for everybody. How the hell does Jalen Brunson get MVP?
That's
But it's
because
about
of the
more than
points
just
of
for
the
the
whole
tournament, not the
It's for the
game.
whole
It's for the
tournament.
He
It's
averaged
the
32
whole
points
like
throughout the whole
quarterfinal,
tournament.
semifinal,
5
final.
assists.
All right.
OG was the
That's
MVP of the
OG
game,
mark.
Ox. You're right. He was
All right.
OG was the
All right.
MVP of the game, but it's the
No,
whole
it should have
tournament.
went to OG. It should have went to OG. OG started off 20 points in the first half. Like, it was ridiculous.
He was my MVP.
You came in my house farting, and now you light a cigarette. Oh, no, get your ass out the house. Take your ass back to New York. And you see, that's that new. Now, you know what, KD, my bad. I see why you left Brooklyn. What? I just fool come in the house, don't take his dirty ass Timberlands off.
He just lit.
Hey, bro,
Farting all on my couch, and then you just pull out a cigarette, light it up, a big long ass cigarette too. Y'all see how long that cigarette was? Let me see that cigarette again.
My dude Bob straight lit a square. Yes,
My
he
fault,
did.
man. I put it away.
My dude Bob straight lit a square up like he ain't on TV.
Hey, Bob, you supposed to be drinking champagne right now. You're not supposed to be smoking squares. Y'all just won the championship.
I can't do that.
This is
I'm
classic.
I can't be drinking
my
champagne
goodness.
at work. That's how you get fired. But to bring you back to
Fucking with us is how you get fired too. Fucking with us.
Exactly. Well,
Fucking with us is how you get fired too.
I know
real
some people
talk,
that drink
I'm
on the
gonna
job
tell you-
every day.
I'm gonna tell you why you wrong
Nigga,
about
you.
Giannis.
Yeah, proceed, Cowboy.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you why you're wrong about Giannis. Giannis brings us back to the old mentality of ISO heavy, like we did last year with Tibbs. I also want to say that the difference between Tibbs last year and this year, he would have never put Kolek back in. But when you look at this team, how the young guys need to come together, look at how well they played last night. We relied on Ariel Huckaporty. He got a steal when he was falling down. There's things that these guys have. And if you get rid of those guys, even OG, or you get rid of any one of these pieces, it's not going to strengthen us. It's going to weaken us. And yes, Giannis is a great player, but look at Cat. Cat played 72 games last year. Where was Giannis? Cat's three-point game has been helping us out, even his passing the OG that we saw where he threw it between two defenders. Like, there are things that Cat brings to the table that I feel that Giannis would take away from us, and we would be.
Do you think Cat's a better passer than Giannis?
No. I'm just saying, like, the passing he's able to do is way better because it's consistency. Like, you could see Cat getting 5-6 assists, but when it comes to actually looking at Giannis, he may not get that. He may get 4, and then that right there could be the difference of us winning or losing. And then when you look at the 3-ball shot, like I said, Cat is a plus 40 for his lifetime, so he's really good. Why would you get rid of a 3-point shot to where all they got to do now is run zone? Because even you saw it last night, towards the end of the game, the last 3 minutes, they were running zone. We couldn't press. What we ended up doing, kicking it out. We had everyone cutting underneath the basket, kicking out 3-point shots. That's how we win. And if we have Giannis, he can't
you have
shoot
to
the
have
3.
dribble penetration to collapse the zone, or you can put Giannis in the middle of the zone. There's a lot of stuff you can do with Giannis in the zone.
And that long ball didn't get turned on until late in the game, by the way. It wasn't like y'all was knocking down the 3-ball all night because you weren't.
Yeah, nah.
It wasn't going
We
on.
wasn't.
Mm-mm.
We got
Long
hot
ball
on
didn't
the
get turned
High-low
on.
actions with Giannis and Mitch as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about. Look, I'm not saying that Cat's like a bad player or anything. That's why I'm trying to convince us that he's a good enough player to trade for Giannis alongside some picks. So obviously, Cat's a quality player. I'm not saying but
I value that because you're saying that Cat's value is equal to Giannis, and that's impressive to me.
Well,
because
I'm not saying that.
No, that's what you said.
Relax.
Easy.
That's real talk. That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
That's
bro.
what you heard.
That's what
I did not
heard.
hear that. Real. No, I didn't. I didn't hear
I
that.
heard
No.
Thank you, Chill, because that's not what I'm
No, I did
saying.
not hear that.
That's not what I'm saying.
All right.
I gotta wait a second before you light that square back up. First off, can you pass one to Big Ox? He probably gonna need one today. He got a long week. But I got a question for you, and I think you know what question I got for you. It's the question that everybody wants to hear, and it's the question that everybody needs an answer to.
Here we go.
Y'all won the in-season tournament championship. Are y'all gonna win the NBA championship?
Look, to be honest with you, we still got 57 games left. That's going to be a hard feat. A lot of teams now are looking at us. I think we got a shot because to me, this game was to prepare us for the playoffs. I don't think we, like even on Chillin' Knox's show, I told y'all, I think this team can contend for a good first or second seed, but to push over the hump after last night's game, this is a contender. Doesn't mean we're going to win, but I do see the Knicks going back to the Eastern Conference Finals, and I do see them pushing it all the way up. I think we're going to make it this year, man, because the thing is not just who we play, it's how we play. We haven't been rocked. We haven't been rattled. We just been playing good basketball, and we've been playing as a team. So for me, I think this team probably a favorite to win the championship out of the top 4 teams in the league.
What I just saw
Favorite
last
to
night,
win the
Bob,
championship?
I think we can. But there's 3 other teams you got to worry about. I still think Denver. I still think Detroit has something to prove, and I still think that OKC can do it. I
what I
just
saw
think that
last
right
night was
now
a
we made
chameleon
our
team. That's
like
what I saw.
when we go to the forefront, we actually are. Everyone's like, all right, the Knicks are ready. The Knicks, there's no question, there's no doubt like it was early in the season. Everyone was talking about us being good. Everyone was talking about us being the best team, but no one really believed it. But now you actually see that we can beat good teams. So
What I
yes,
saw was
I
a
think we can
chameleon
win
of
the
a team last
championship.
night. That's what I saw.
What's that,
That
Chill?
was what I saw last night was a chameleon of a team. What I mean when I say that is a team that we could play. We don't have to play a specific way. Ox brings this up all the time. When you see a team win the NBA championship playing one way, everybody now thinks that that's the formula. We all have to do that. And what I saw from the Knicks last night was a team that we don't have to play that specific way in order to win. We can get dirty. We can make sure that the basketball moves. We can gang rebound. We can take care of the basketball. We don't have to play ridiculously fast. We don't have to shoot 63s in order to win, right? We don't have to completely spread you out. No, we don't have to do that stuff. We can play dirty work basketball. We can play 90s style basketball, if I'm being honest, because that's what that looked like. A lot of dirty work stuff, a lot of in-between stuff, guys like Josh Hart, guys like Mitchell Robinson, stuff like that. That stuff wins basketball games. And the Knicks showed that we can win in this fashion too, in addition to being able to play the other way.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, and I value that because that's to putting that type of style in this era where you mostly shooting threes. You guys are doing more dribble handoffs. It's a faster paced game, and you're not relying on defense as heavy as we did back then. I think it's perfect, and I think that it's best because as long as we keep Bridges and OG, regardless if they have a bad game or not, their defense is holding us up. So I agree with you
Yeah.
on that, Phil. But I'm just saying this team has a balance here. The bench, I'm still worried about outside of Clarkson, McBride, and outside of Tyler Kolek. There's still some question marks, but I think through the next 57 games, the Knicks are going to rebuild and actually build the bench stronger through playing the younger guys because I'm amazed at how good Tyler was last night. And that's what's going to make us win because if we don't remember, look at every single championship. The best player isn't the reason why they won. They won as a team. You could even go back to Jordan. Go ahead.
Why is it my question, and I do know that it's in college, so college doesn't translate to the pros, but actually it does, right? If you remember, Trae Young led the country in scoring and assists. He gets to the NBA, 27 a game, and he leading the league in assists. This kid, Tyler Kolek, he was the best point guard in the country. He wasn't a good player at Marquette. He was the best point guard in the country. And the other point that I was making with Mars and I go back and forth about this all the time because I sometimes get a little irritated with Mars simplifying things, but in the end, it really is simple. A lot of this stuff is simple. Like we have complex offenses. The game gets a little complex with whether it's a dribble handoff, slipping screens, a lot of action. But then if you watch it, a lot of this stuff is simple basketball. And last night with the Knicks, it might not sound simple, but a lot of that stuff was just simple basketball. Slip the block out, stick your nose, and then go get the basketball.
Yeah.
You're open, shoot the basketball. A lot of that stuff was simple basketball. And yeah, Mars and I, we do go back and forth with Mars oversimplifying things, but in a lot of sense, in a lot of instances, this shit is really that simple. It really is.
I hope Cowboy Bob is still listening because I wanted to say I see a lot of people in the chat that are, talking down about it's just you guys are actually going to hang that banner. It's just the in-season tournament. I think that the in-season tournament is here to stay. I think it's here to stay. And I think it does bring competitive basketball to November and December, like we've talked about before. So I don't think there's anything wrong with being proud of winning the in-season tournament as well as hanging your banner, no matter what team you are. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just want to say, y'all know he might have lit that square, but y'all know that whole time, Cowboy. He had a tall boy in a paper sack the whole time, right?
He had a tall boy. I did see that. I saw the tall boy.
He had the tall boy in the pepper sack right there the whole time.
So I won't pour any champagne, but I'll sneak a tall boy in a paper bag.
Hey, Ron, I'm on my break, Ron. I'm on my break.
Hey.
I got a couple minutes, Ron. I'm on my break. I'm going to go sip something real quick and have a square. I'll be right back. That's all
Kevin
that
Durant, I apologize. I understand why you left New
I will
York.
be right back.
But
yes, sir.
But I do want to shout out to Cowboy Bob. He is now, according to the chat, the New York spokesman. So anytime we got to tap in and get some intel on New York, we're going to tap into Cowboy Bob. Shout out to Cowboy. I know he is ecstatic right now because they won that in-season tournament. Oh, and by the way, Big Ox, I got an update that the New York Knicks will, in fact, not be hanging their in-season tournament banner, but they are now officially the third in-season tournament champions.
It's a shame.
Who was the first one?
The Lakers.
What? I actually put up an interesting point about hanging that banner. If you go to the Berthold Center in Chicago, you will see Central Division champ banners, like when winning the division mattered. And the reason why the division mattered is because the Central Division during that time, with the Bulls, with the Cavs, with Detroit, that was a big deal to be in that division and win it. I feel like the in-season tournament, to your point, Ox, I feel like the level of competition being in this tournament, I feel like this thing is going to matter even more. And I love the fact that them dudes is playing hard for those other dudes. Hey, 500 racks, and I'm the 10th guy on the bench. I would 100. If you're playing for that for me, hell yes. Thank you.
They should hang a banner, though. Why wouldn't you hang a banner? Like, there's something that everyone's...
I don't know, because real talk is the Lakers
thing,
and the
like
Celtics.
Yeah, but
because
they
if you
don't
don't
wanna
win the
hang a
NBA
banner.
championship, it don't matter. Like, all the stuff that you
They
did
aren't forced to
doesn't
hang a
matter.
banner if they don't want to hang a banner.
No, because what it is,
saying-
I mean, it's people like, and that, you know, it's that materialistic thing. It's where, like, for instance, if you buy a car, and let's say you buy a Toyota Corolla, which to me, I love Toyota Corollas, right? You buy, anytime I go to Enterprise, get a rental, I'm trying to get that Toyota Corolla or that Chevy Malibu every time, right? If you get that Toyota Corolla and you come back to the block and everybody, you know, I got me a new car, but it's like, oh, but this is a Toyota Corolla, so now you're embarrassed, like, oh, I bought a car, but this is a Toyota, no big deal. Like, you should be proud of your accomplishments, is what I'm trying to say.
That's what I'm saying, though.
You should be proud of your accomplishments no matter what the outside world has to say about it. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
So,
People are trying to like
It's
downplay
crazy.
like the in-season tournament. Like, guys aren't out there competing their ass off. Like, it's okay to stop and smell the roses and put a banner up. Like, I understand that like the report just came out and New York have bigger things on their mind, but it's okay, man, to stop and smell the roses and put it up. Like, you guys haven't won anything for a long time. Like, people trying to downplay the in-season tournament, but it would have been the same tournament that guys like Kobe and MJ would have been killing people to compete and win. Like, it's okay, man, to go and win stuff when everything's on the line, and guys like Tyler Kolek playing the best game of his career, and this guy's only making $2 million a year. Like, it means something to those guys, man. Like, it's not like we shouldn't be
2.5 now.
discounting. Yeah,
but
2.5 now.
But damn, it should mean something to everybody though. I don't understand. And on top of that too, if I was Adam Silver, if he has the power, mind you, I don't know if he does have the power. I would tell them, no, y'all have to hang it. You know, because what you're doing is saying that this tournament is insignificant, and we're trying to build this tournament up to mean something. You know what I'm saying? We need more eyes on it. We need
He
sponsorship.
should mandate the banner being
Yes,
raised.
we need partnerships. We need people from the outside to take this much more seriously. And if you got teams that are not hanging banners because it's just an in-season tournament, what does that say to the outside world? I think that says that this doesn't mean anything. I think you should be proud of it. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Imagine you don't got a whole lot of money, but you propose to your girl, and you get her a ring that's not as big as her homegirl's ring,
Right.
and every time she go around that homegirl, she don't wear a ring because she's embarrassed by it. I'll be, you know what I'm saying? How would that make you feel? You know what I'm saying?
Well, you spin right now. I woke up on this Maya Angelou today. Well, we were talking to.
No, that would imply the Knicks aren't hanging a banner because they're embarrassed by the banner more so than they just don't want to hang it. But
well, Mars,
they don't want to hang it because they're
reason they're
embarrassed by it. Exactly.
that's
Here go Mars.
That's
being
the
a
assumption.
contrarian
Yeah.
for no reason.
No, that's not a contrarian. I'm just saying that's the assumption that we don't actually know.
What
So
other
Mars,
reasons?
what-
What other
what-
reasons
Mars,
do they
what-
have?
Because it's
Yeah.
too
Mars,
hard.
your
They don't
estimation,
got
Mars,
they don't got a
just don't
sizzle
wanna
in
do
the
it.
Mars.
It doesn't need to be
that it,
about
Mars? I just
embarrassment
don't
more
wanna
so
do
that more so than it's just like it's not an NBA championship.
They just can't
Doesn't
be
mean you're
bothered.
embarrassed.
Means
No, it doesn't mean you're embarrassed by the banner. It just means you want to hang NBA championship banners. That's what you want to hang.
Okay, I don't want to hang that one. I want to hang an NBA championship banner. But because I don't have an NBA championship banner for over 50 plus years, I don't want to hang that one, even though I haven't won anything this significant. I haven't won anything.
They
This
won the
significant
Eastern Conference in '99.
in 25 years, right? Which
Did they hang a banner for that? Just out of curiosity,
and,
I don't know.
And no, they did not. Which I'm glad you brought that up, Ox, because
Okay.
I saw this thing. I'm so glad you brought that up, Ox, because I saw this. I saw Byron Scott and Paul Pierce talked about. If you notice, up in the rafters, there's only championship banners. We don't hang Western Conference Finals banners. We don't hang Eastern Conference Championship banners. He talked about how when Sam Perkins was on the Lakers, when they went to the NBA Finals in 1991, and Sam Perkins was so excited about going to the NBA Championship, with him being so excited about going to the NBA Championship, they were just looking at him like, what the hell is wrong with you? Byron, I don't know. I've been in the league for 7 years at this point. I ain't never been to the NBA Championship. You've been there a bunch of times. My crew, when I was in Dallas, we was trying to get past you, and we couldn't do it. And now here I am on your crew, and this is my first time ever getting to the NBA Championship. I don't know how to act. This is the first time I've ever done this.
I understand that from the Lakers at that point. I understand them kind of telling Perkins like, yo, chill, act like you've been there before. I understand all of that. But my thing is just more so it goes back to taking this seriously. So if your franchise is the type of franchise that only hangs championships, but maybe you don't got many championships, like, that's cool, that's whatever. I'm just talking about setting a new precedent to where we're taking this stuff more seriously, and that's all. And if it's not that serious, then y'all get y'all ass off the court after the game. Go to the locker room.
I mean, I think the Knicks showed how serious it was when they celebrated the victory and when they played hard to win.
That's what I'm saying though. Mars, like if they don't think it's that big of a deal, and whether they do or don't. But let's say for hypothetically, let's say that they don't really think it's that serious. If they don't think it's that serious, then when the buzzer sounds, get your ass to the locker room.
See you later. Thank you. We appreciate it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
the players don't decide what gets hung, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, my side of this is, if the Knicks want to hang it, hang it. If the Knicks don't want to hang it, don't hang it. Like, that's where I'm like.
Right. Well, that's. I mean,
I don't think you're obligated to hang an NBA championship banner, are you?
Everybody's gonna hang the NBA championship.
Yeah, I'm not saying they won't.
To your point, no.
If a team chose they didn't want to. Like, cool.
No,
like,
boss, I feel you. Like, I understand that. You should do what you want to do. But also, if you got the power, which I don't know, I guess Adam Silver probably doesn't, I'm saying he should tell them, no, put that motherfucker up.
I mean, yeah, if Adam Silver wants it to be a thing and he's able to mandate it, then yeah, go ahead and mandate it. That's again, if he has the power to do that, go do that. My main point isn't trying to tell people what they should take serious and what they should value. My point is that if you don't, because we all know that the in-season tournament is already getting a lot of pushback. It's already been getting, talked down on. I think that the intensity of these games, the competition level of these games shows that this is working. So that's my only point about hanging that banner. It's like, yo, let's make it, let's make it seem.
You're talking about like the
something.
Marketing around the tournament, the propaganda push to make
some validity to it.
And
it has to become more prestigious in that way. I think Ox is trying to, the credibility of it. And I think, Chill, to your point as well, like in 10, 20, 30 years, when we look back in the in-season tournament and this guy has 5, this guy has 4, it probably does matter in the conversation. Like, it's going to get there, but it just needs time for the history to grow, So I would love to see them put it up. I mean, it's not like they don't have room. They haven't won one since the 70s, but anyway.
Right.
Mars, to go back to your point about being obligated, because I heard what you said. No team is obligated to put any banner up. Like, to be honest with you, I mean, the Cleveland Browns, they could have put a banner up that they was 0-16. They could have had a parade that, we the most garbage team in NBA in NFL history. They could have done that. Yeah, we the most garbage team in NFL history.
They could have, yeah, sure.
Yeah, they 100% could have done that. But the point is when you win the NBA championship, there's a level of pride that comes with that. That same level of pride that comes with winning the NBA championship, even though it's a bigger deal, there should be a level of pride winning the in-season tournament. Because just so you know, the in-season tournament, real talk, it's not like it's only like 6 teams in it. Everybody in it. Bro. Everybody is in this tournament. Every last one of us has an opportunity to win this. This ain't like the playoffs where only 16 teams showed up. Everybody has an opportunity to win this. And we won it. And with us winning it, that's a big deal. And to Ox's point, I mean, when you put up a banner, especially if you win it again, not only winning it, if you win it again, now there's some real validity to this. Now I'm waiting, Ron, for Adam Silver to do the right thing and start rotating this and putting it in different cities to make it a bigger deal. That's what I'm waiting for him to do.
Well, Chill, he made that announcement yesterday. amongst other
Yeah.
things, but we won't talk about expansions and all of that good stuff. The best topic that we should be talking about today. What we will talk about, though, is how he said that they're looking to. He said a couple things. He said they're looking to host it in cities. He said like college arenas. He said historic college arenas, if I'm not mistaken. Is that what he said, Damien?
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
So,
So
like
I
what
don't know
Chapel
if that
Hill-
means. I would assume so.
Yes.
You know,
That'd
Duke,
be so dope.
UNC. What are some other historic UCLA?
Ohio State,
Yeah,
places like
Columbus.
that. That'd be dope to do that in Columbus. Yes.
I think
Hell
that's
yeah.
pretty cool. But I like the idea Chill had too though. It's kind of like doing big cities that don't have teams. You know, Kansas City,
I like that, too.
Jacksonville.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Pittsburgh, San Diego.
Yeah.
You know those type of teams. Those
When
type of
Vegas
we
get a
could get
team, they'll
them
probably
around.
look at doing that run,
yeah.
moving to some of the
Yeah.
bigger college arenas. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope.
Yo, could
That'd be
y'all
dope.
imagine?
Albuquerque.
Could you guys imagine last night's game in the Cameron Indoor Stadium or Arena
That'd be fire.
with the
Yeah, that would've
crazies
been-
out there?
Yeah, that'd be fire.
Could y'all imagine that in UNC?
Ann Arbor.
Oh my god.
Now, would they still be that
Dome?
crazy? Because it's
Yes.
not. It isn't like a. It's not
Yes.
their team playing per se.
If the
That's
Knicks,
a good
well,
point. I don't
well,
know.
well, first of all, if I'm not mistaken, let's see, didn't Harrison Barnes went to the University of North Carolina, so that's a big
Yeah.
deal,
Mhm.
right? Harrison Barnes went to North Carolina. On the Knicks, I don't think there's anybody on the Knicks that
They
went
got
to
to do it at
UNC.
Villanova.
Right?
Yeah.
But-
Now, if it was at Villanova, they would have been.
That
lit.
would have been.
So,
That would have just been a
Crazy.
home court advantage. You know?
yeah, it
Right,
would have.
right.
Yes,
That's
that
what
one.
it is.
But they also, but Villanova played their games with a Sixers play. They don't have a home. They don't have an arena like that. They play a lot of their games.
So Philly would have been
Where
booing
Philly
balls
plays.
off the rim.
Yeah, that's basically what that is. But I love the in-season tournament, Damian. I think it's a great for the NBA. It's definitely working, and I'm looking forward to the expansion of it. And Ron, I'm going to tell you this again. Adam Silver, you could talk all of that nonsense you want about expansion. If I don't want to hear nothing about any other team until Seattle get their team back. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't care about Vegas. I don't care about these college teams, these college cities getting the NCAA until Seattle get their team back. I don't want to hear nothing about expansion. I don't want to hear.
How do you just
I'm
have
not interested.
Seattle?
He had it ready as well.
sitting
I'm
right
not
next to you
interested.
like
I'm
this?
not.
But-
I'm
but
not
chill.
interested in it.
But Jill,
Shit,
can we
that's-
also Adam Silver's got a lot of negative criticism about the All-Star game and stuff. He can also get some credit as well with the NBA Cup.
Mhm.
You know, he's done a good job with
Yes,
this. So
done a
let's
great job
play
with
both
this.
sides of the ball, yeah, if we can. Yeah.
Mhm.
Damien, but how do you feel about
Which-
the playing though? How do you feel about the
I like the
play-in?
play-in. I like the play-in as well. But I think that the play-in needs to be. I think there needs to be a little bit. I think we need to tighten up a little bit of the criteria because I don't think that sometimes the 10th seed is necessarily. I think it shouldn't be this. I don't think the 7th seed should be involved in the play-in. I think the 8th seed's fine. I don't think the 7th seed is okay, especially in a Western Conference when the 7th seed could potentially be like a top 3 seed in the East. So I don't think that makes a lot of sense. But I like the concept. I think the criteria needs a little bit of fine-tuning though.
Damien, I
They
worked
need, they
my
need to get rid of all of that shit and just go 1 through 16. Everybody play everybody 3 times, and we
I like
just,
that.
you know what I'm saying? Everybody plays everybody 3 times, you know, and go 1 through 16. We get away. Get rid of the play-in and let's just do it the right way, the way it should have been the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Ron, somebody put something on my mind real quick, and I thought about this yesterday because of what happened with the All-Star game and how bad it's become. Ron, what if we expanded the in-season tournament and the in-season tournament championship game was on All-Star weekend? Could we do
But then
that?
what,
I don't
you
think
get
that's a
picked-
bad
You
idea.
get picked to be an all-star for what, vibes? You don't actually have to do anything?
So no, we actually getting rid of the All-Star game. All-Star weekend is going to be the activities that we have. Like we'll still have the skills challenge. We'll still have the
dunk
So no one
contest.
gets
we'll
picked
still
to
have
be
to
an
do that.
all-star anymore.
Well,
No more
you don't
No,
care
you'll be
about
picked
it.
to be an all-star.
game.
Yeah, so
just
like I
won't
said,
play.
so you get picked to be an all-star for just vibes. Like there's no.
That's
Well,
I mean that's
for no
that's
one
what
you're
you
an
do
all-star.
now.
But you-
Yeah, but
It's
like,
prestige.
oh, that's cool. I'm not arguing against that. I was just clarifying.
Was that
So, like,
because that's what they do now? You're basically just picked to be all star for vibes. You're not playing. You know what I'm saying? You just go
Okay.
out there and just kind of wave to the crowd.
Essentially, that's what it is.
take
And
away
that's
the
a
good idea,
stipulations then.
actually.
Just pick.
Sure,
the
that's a
players.
good idea, man.
The All-Star
It's not
game
my idea.
doesn't
My
need
man
to
put that
go
on my mind. It's
anywhere,
not my
y'all.
idea, but My man put that on my mind yesterday, and I thought I'd bring it to the fellas to see how y'all felt about it. Where we would have the same All-Star weekend, right? But we would just take the All-Star game out, and we'd put the in-season tournament championship game in place of the All-Star game.
I like that.
Chill. They just need to add the ones. Once they add the ones to All-Star weekend, I promise you,
The
everybody's
folks not
be
playing ones, bro. Like
They
they
not,
don't want
real
to play
talk.
in the
They
All-Star
not.
game for real. They not finna be the only ones we know. Like the stars, KD will play ones, Kyrie will play ones.
That's
not
more
playing
than enough
for
right
ones.
there. I think a dude like Paulo will go out there and
Shea
run the
might
ones.
play ones actually. Shea probably.
Come on. All right. So if we get, just hypothetically speaking, if we got Kyrie, KD, SGA, Paulo Banchero, it's already good. Now you throw in a couple other guys, like we ready to go.
Maybe.
KD said already that they're not going to. That's never going to happen.
Yeah,
Guys will just never suit up and do that. But.
I don't see it
Because they scared to get their ass bust, Dame. That's why. Because they scared to get their ass bust.
They did that on Unrivaled, and that was one of the reasons. I'm sure because when they did it on Unrivaled, didn't Stewie Ox get murked like 10-1 or something like that?
Round one. Round one got packed up.
She got
on top of that, Unrivaled coming soon. I'm telling you, that team with Cameron Brink and Dominique. I don't know how anybody finna beat them, but shit.
It's another team I'm focused on. But we got Super Chat. Shout out to the Unrivaled League. And
they got Rakia on that team too, but that team is crazy. So they got Rakia, it's Paige, Rakia, Kate, Cam Brink, and Dominique. And how are they gonna lose?
Yeah, they team is tough. Shout out to the USA camp too. You know, I came up here repping for the dub. Shout out to the dub, but now I got to rep for other things as well. But y'all, we got Super Chats. So let's go ahead and see what people got to say. Jay Got Game sent through a $20 super chat and said, Dub Knicks, I don't want to bash Tibbs, but I think Mike Brown going deep into his bench is starting to pay off because Kolick was ready despite no Shamet or Miles McBride. I just want to know from the panel, is depth going to get the Knicks a ring?
Certainly going to help.
It's definitely going to give them a better chance. Definitely going to give them a better chance. No doubt about that. If you think about the better teams that have won the NBA championship, they go 9, 10 guys. I mean, I think Denver was the exception when they only went 7 guys. That's because Jamal Murray and Joker was just so good, and they really didn't have the depth in order to dig into. Mike Malone didn't really have the personnel to do that. Tibbs actually has that personnel, but he won't use it. I've said this to you countless times, real talk. He gives you about 2 to 5 minutes. If you don't get it done, your ass coming over here and you done for the rest of the night. That's Tibbs. Now, a guy like Mike Brown recognizes, right? A guy like Mike Brown, he recognizes adjustments. He recognizes the fact that San Antonio's coach went to that 3-guard lineup. Tibbs wouldn't have done that. Tibbs would have stuck with his lineup and just kept playing the way that he plays. I think that that's an adjustment that Mike Brown makes. Digging into that bench, that's definitely going to give the Knicks an opportunity to win the NBA championship. Yeah.
Chill, that ain't never no way to play. You can't play always looking over your shoulder. Like, if I make a turnover, I'm coming out the game. If I slip and fall, I'm coming out the game. If I miss a free throw, I'm coming out the game. Like, you can't play players like that. You gotta let players go and let players rock.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Ron. But I know, and I just wanted to touch on Tyler Kolek quickly because we've touched on him a little bit, but I don't know if you guys have heard that story about him in January of last season. Did you guys hear about that? So he basically he was playing. In the same day he played 40 minutes for the Westchester Knicks in the G League. Then he drove. By the way, he had 36 and 11. Then he drove to Madison Square Garden and played for the Knicks in the same day. Like that's
I did hear that.
It was insane. Like an exceptionally rare thing to happen. But
Ox, that sounds like a baller to me, Ox. That's what that
sounds like. He's a grinder, so that's crazy.
Sound like a baller to me. Where to run at? We just left here. They running on the other side of town. Let's go over there. Come on. Yeah, let's go over there. I heard that's where to run at. Let's do it. No doubt.
But great story.
All right,
great
the
example
next
to the kids as well.
The next super chat I got is from, you guessed it, Anna Monica Studio said, Jordan Walsh, second team all defense? The only issue I have with OKC is rebounding and offense, and their offense getting stale. When an opposing team scores a few sets, the defense they can get ISO heavy, forcing some grenades.
I saw Cade Cunningham cooking Jordan Walsh the other day, but I do think Jordan Walsh is a really good defender. Shout out to him. That Boston's team, they're going to be really interesting next year. Next year, not this year, but next season, after they have an off season to kind of, tighten up a few loose screws on the roster, they're going to be right back at the top of the Eastern Conference immediately.
Are you sure they won't be interested this year?
No.
Are you sure when March comes around, things might not?
They're not going to beat the Knicks with this.
Jason Tatum.
No. Thank you, Mars.
But Ron, you made an excellent
I'm saying
point.
when Jason Tatum comes back, they still can't beat the version of the Knicks.
Even though Jason Tatum will be the best player in the series.
No, it's not.
You made an excellent point though, Ron, when we were talking
Jason
about
Tatum's
the
not better than Jalen
Spurs.
Brunson.
Not right now.
Yes. Yes, he is.
What
But I'm
you
sorry,
say,
Damien?
I was going to say that Ron made an excellent point around the Spurs and Devin Vassell when we sort of knew Devin Vassell wasn't a franchise player, but he got extra burn as like one of the first two options, and it helped him in the long run be a really good NBA player. I think the same might be happening with Boston for guys like Jordan Walsh. They're getting some extra burn, extra run. And then when they're fully healthy, real talk to your point, all of a sudden these guys are ready to contribute, and Boston can be right back at the top of the East,
Exactly.
So it's interesting that he brought that up. So last year's first team all league defenders: Mobley, Daniels, Lou Dort, Draymond, Amen. So in your estimation right now, who comes off that crew?
It may not be a repeat on there.
All of them. All of them might be
none
coming
of them. So Mobley's gone, Dyson's gone, Lou Dort's gone, Draymond's gone, and the men's gone. So all of them dudes are gone.
I would say so. Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. So then now that second team, you got Zubac, Jaren Jackson.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Jalen Williams.
Damn, we might have hope.
He's
J-Dub.
gone. Games played. He's gone. Yep, he's gone. Games played.
Kamara
He's gone.
Shout out
and
to
Rudy
Lonnie.
and Rudy.
Rudy can
Rudy
make
probably still gonna make it.
Yeah, so 9 out
Rudy
of
will be
10
on
gonna
first
be
team.
gone.
Rudy's
Yeah.
third team, probably.
Yeah, 9 out of
No,
10.
only two teams. There's only two teams, Damien. That's it.
9 out of 10 are going to be new all defensive players this year, assuming
So-
everything
Yeah,
continues
not
at its current.
And Ox, I can
trajectory.
tell you this right now, Ox. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it for the people in the cheap seats. I see that all league defensive team and OG Anunoby name ain't on it. We're gonna have a problem. We're gonna have a problem. I'm telling y'all right now. If I see that all league defensive team in the 25-26 season and OG Anunoby name ain't on it, I need some justification, or we gotta step outside.
That's actually
Bam
crazy.
needs to be on it. Asar needs
For
to be
sure,
on it.
for sure.
Amen probably will still make it just kind of cuz, I guess. Just to
Wemby.
feel
He's
out
still
there.
good. He's still
Yeah,
good.
but I'm saying like there aren't too many players that even qualifying right now. Because
Wemby,
like
obviously.
you said, yeah, Wemby games played. We'll have to
Wallace
see
is
if
making it
if
too.
he hits
You-
it.
You have to
Case
play
and Wallace,
65
Case
to
and
get on
Wallace
this.
is making
Yeah,
it.
Case and Wallace for sure.
65, 20 minutes, 20 minutes in those games.
Yeah.
Why
Okay.
Caruso's not gonna make it? Yeah,
Okay.
Mhm. Wallace is making it. Is Dylan Brooks making the all league defensive team?
No.
I doubt it.
No. Stu might make it too. Yeah, that's a great shot in the
Chet
chat.
Holmgren will make
Well,
it. Yeah.
well,
Chill,
Chet,
chill.
so
Dylan-
Chet and
Dylan
Case,
Brooks will
Chet and
never get an
Kaysen are
award
going to
in
be
the NBA.
OKC's all defensive players. They're not going to give Hartenstein the love, even though I think Hartenstein's been at that level. So we Chet, Kaysen, Asar, Bam.
I mean,
That's 4.
is that the 5?
Amir
give
will probably
him
get it
Amen?
off
I think Amen
reputation.
is-
He might
I
not get
think
first.
Scotty-
He might get
Scotty-
first, but he goes
Scotty
to
will
second
make
off
it.
reputation.
Scotty and
Scotty
Scotty
definitely
Barnes
making it this
Scotty,
year.
yes.
Right
I
now.
think
Yeah,
Jalen
yeah,
Suggs should make it this year. I don't know if he will, though.
Probably will.
and OG, like
Potentially.
Chill said,
OG.
OG.
OG, Scotty Barnes, Rudy. Rudy's all defensive player.
And I know you hate it, Mars, but Evan Mobley's gonna be the all league defender, Mars.
Draymond
Yeah.
Green's been better than him on defense, so I don't know about that. But
Then Draymond making it too. Then
for sure, I have no problem with Draymond making it. Draymond can be second team.
Draymond-
Derek White has a second team case. Jordan
Mm.
Walsh, to the Super Chat's point, does have a case if he gets to the 20 minutes in enough games. Yeah, that second team will be
Definitely.
interesting. Well, the all defensive team in general will be interesting, but it's crazy that
because we got nine of
Nine
we got
out of 10,
9 of the
yeah,
10
that-
guys in you
yeah.
guys' estimation. That's 90% of the guys that's out. So we
sure,
basically got a
yeah.
new rotation of guys. Because I think, to be honest with you, I know that Chet. You guys are telling me that Chet looks like he's the defensive player of the year. I think it's Bam.
I'm not mad at that, Chill. I'm really not
Chet's
mad
not
at
my
that.
defensive player of the year. He's just the
They have
favorite.
him winning. Yeah, they're favorite to win.
Yeah, he's
He's
just
a
the
favorite.
favorite, but that's because OKC is OKC.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
that's not my defense.
Who you got,
I
Mark?
think it's
Probably Bam.
Bam.
Probably anyway. I haven't really
Yeah,
thought
but
too
he-
much about it, but probably Bam.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen
no,
Castle
Bam,
keeps playing this type of defense. Man. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
man,
the
yeah.
conversation.
If it could go to any perimeter player, I would pick Asar.
Hey, Bam,
Has
Bam
Asar
don't
been
wear
better than-
Bam don't wear Asia shoes.
I think he do be wearing them sometimes. Sometimes I do. Yeah, I've seen him in a
okay.
pair of
It's
Asian.
a like
shoes.
Mike situation. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying. Like I just thought about that.
hey, but y'all speaking of Bam in Asia, was that real?
That's
From what I
not
see?
true.
No, it's
Ron.
fake.
It's not
It's fake.
true,
It's
Ron.
fake.
Oh,
Hey,
okay,
you
okay. I was
believe
gonna,
anything
I
you
was gonna
see.
say
Yeah,
congratulations.
you ain't ready for this AI era.
Who
You're
would
not
lie
ready for
about
this
something
AI
like
I'm
era.
talking this AI era is going to
wouldn't,
beat
Ron?
your
What
ass.
the
Who
hell?
would lie about something like that?
Bro, I'm
Everybody
talking
would
about
lie.
Oh, Bam and
You
Asia
go
are
on
having
the internet,
twins.
Ron. What are you talking about?
Bam and Asia are having twins.
Oh, bro.
Psych.
AI is going to torch your ass, boy.
Yes, I fucking hate AI. I don't dislike that shit. I hate it. But Mars, you talked about Asar. Has he been better than Casey Wallace this year as an on-ball defender?
Cases.
Because I don't think so. I think Casey Wallace.
not
Yeah,
just on
Case
the
has
ball.
been amazing.
Case
I'm not.
is
I'm
different.
not going to argue too much against Kaysen. Kaysen's been amazing. I think Asar's a better defender, but like Kaysen in terms of like the stock creation, steals,
On ball pressure.
yeah.
He's gonna get
disrupted.
I
defensive player
wouldn't
of the year,
argue.
though.
I wouldn't argue against Kaysen. I wouldn't. The way he's been defending this year has been.
Let me
phenomenal.
guess. Y'all wouldn't trade Kaysen for Lloyd Marketing either.
If I'm the
Okay,
if I'm the
so
Thunder- if I well, to be fair, if I'm the Thunder, I have no need to make any trades at all. So
No.
AJ coming in or something like we're gonna be right. Just
They said they're gonna
keep
build
losing
around
Clippers.
Lowry.
Yeah, well, I need Larry for AJ on his way. All right, we'll be right.
Hey Fred, it's not that I'm not
giving.
giving Asar his flowers. It's not that I'm not giving Asar his flowers. I just think his brother's better than him on both sides of the ball. I just do.
I don't know how you.
That
think he's
doesn't
better
take away
defensively,
from
but it's cool.
that doesn't
still
take
don't
away
understand.
from how good Asar is as a defender. I'm not doing that at all. I think Asar is great as a defender. I think one of the things I think is really good at him is his hands stay busy. I love that about him. I love how busy his hands stay, and I love how good he is in. I love how good he is in recovering. I've always cared about, because again, real talk, we live in a league where these dudes are so nice that it's hard to just stay in front of guys. You got to be able to recover when a guy beats you off the dribble. And Asar Thompson is great at recovering, getting back into play. Because I see so many guys, when they get beat, they just die on the play. I'm out. And they'll just, whether it's funnel it to the big man or they'll just die. No, he'll stay in the play. And I love that about him. And on top of that, he's one of those defenders that he brings the fight to you. He's not waiting for you to do something where you go into your dribble package or anything like that. You go into your bag. Nah, he's disrupting all of that. I just think Amen's better. I think he's a better athlete. I think he's quicker at shooting gaps. I think he's a better on-ball defender. I think that he's stronger than him. I do think he's a better on-ball defender. I think he's stronger than Asar, which makes him more switchable.
I believe that as well, yeah.
I can cover multiple positions. So I mean, and I don't think it's a huge. And I think the divide between Mars and myself is Mars. I don't think there's a huge gap. I think that I think that we are living in the same building. I just live on the 18th floor and you live on the 17th floor.
I think Amen is better off ball and guarding bigger players, but Asar to me is definitely better on the ball. And as far as like guards, wings, and staying in front of perimeter players, Asar is better at that for sure. How do you think Amen's been this year, Chill? Just by the way, I know that's one of your guys. Like
in different spaces, it's been up and down, but in different spaces, it's getting better. I would love to see him shoot the basketball more, even if it's to his detriment. Because the reason why I want to see him shoot it more is off the strength of him being more comfortable shooting. Because if he's not shooting the ball, there's no reason for you to be on the floor. It's 5-on-4. I want him to be able to shoot the ball. I love him in that dunker spot when he gets taken off the ball. I love him on the baseline. I love him in transition. But I also like his confidence when he gets the ball and he's getting downhill. He didn't have that last year. I do think that there's more, in terms of him being a ball handler and a distributor, because I've
Mhm.
seen that, and I like the way he surveys the floor and has been able to find open guys and been able to get the basketball to him. So this transition from him being more of a ball handler, it's gone up and down, but I like the upside to it.
Okay.
All right, fellas. We are going to transition, and I like to do this around this time of the year. Well, I wouldn't even say this time of the year. I like to do this periodically. And this is a good time to do it right now after the in-season tournament. We're changing gears in the season. We're now heading into that middle portion of the season where things can get a little mundane and it can get a little boring. But this is a good time. We're about a third of the way through the season. This is a good time for us to check in and really just look at the standings, look at where everybody's at right now, and kind of just forecast things, but also take a good snapshot of what's happening at this current moment in time. I'm going to go ahead and throw this on the screen. We are going to first check out the Eastern Conference standings, and I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. So at number 1, we obviously got the Pistons. They're on a 4-game win streak right now. At number 2, we got the New York Knicks. They're on a 5-game win streak, which is technically 6 because last night's game didn't count. But the Knicks are hot right now. They have jumped up the standings to the 2nd seed. At number 3, we have the Toronto Raptors at 16-11, 3 games behind the Knicks. At number 4, the Boston Celtics. At number 5, tied with the Celtics. So the Celtics and the Magic are tied at 4-5. They're both 15-11. And then we got the Sixers at 14-11. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers, the 7th seed, and the Atlanta Hawks, the 8th seed. They both are 15-11. The Miami Heat, 14-12. The Bucks at the 10th seed aren't really doing so hot, but they are the 10th seed, 11-16. And then when you go further down, at 11, we got the Bulls, 10-15, just outside the playoff or the play-in picture at 11. Then you have the Charlotte Hornets, 8-18 as the 12th seed. The Brooklyn Nets, 7-18 as the 13th seed. The Indiana Pacers, 6-20 at the 14th seed. And last, and certainly least, the Washington Wizards, 4-20 as the 15th seed. Fellas, what stands out the most to you guys out east in these standings?
I
Philly
did
and
not have
6.
Washington being this bad.
Really, it's 6.
Yeah, because you don't know.
I'm
Bulls, so
surprised
that's
at
why.
Boston at 4.
But Philly and 6. Philly and 6.
I mean, is the biggest
Real
surprise
talk, he
still
doesn't mean
not?
Philly in 6 in the playoff. He doesn't
Oh
mean
yeah,
Philly in 6
I mean,
in the
I know
playoff.
that. Yeah,
we
we
get a 6 seed.
I think
Yeah,
the biggest
we're-
surprise is Cleveland, right?
Cleveland is a bit disappointing for
Exactly.
sure. But for me, the biggest surprise is still Detroit being the best team in the East. Like I know we were projecting some upside for them and some positive progression as they continue to get better, but 21-5 was still not on my bingo card, at least for them. I thought
Real
they'd
talk,
be
they're
like
not
a
the
top
best
5
team in the East. They're dominating the East.
Mm. And but
They're
Real talk, what
running-
you have
I
Detroit?
called like 3 minutes of y'all MVP discussion yesterday surrounding Cade, and I will say this, Mars, I do think you're being a bit like you're right as far as Cade not playing as good as Jokic and Shea, but if Detroit ends the season with like 60 plus wins and Cade's averaging 28, 7, and 9. He's going to get some MVP votes. That is going to happen. But the reason why I'm saying this because I just saw, and you mentioned it too. I saw the Jeff Teague clip. There are people with that kind of mindset where he's out there doing it by himself. We don't agree with that, obviously, but that is that kind of mindset. And we saw the Derrick Rose MVP. It's going to be a lot of the same talking points for Cade if they do that this year. He shouldn't win the award. I'm with you on that, but I do think I think he's going to get more consideration for the award if they do that than you think. I do.
Real talk, where'd you have Detroit before the season started?
Like a top 5-ish seed, top 5, top 6 seed.
I think that
Chill, nobody had them being this good.
Yeah, number 1 is
Not
nobody.
even
Do you think
JB
they're gonna?
Bickerstaff.
Do you think they're gonna have the number 1 seed though, or do you think New York's gonna catch them?
I
Because I
they
think
have
New
a
York's
great.
gonna end up with the number 1 seed eventually.
That could happen, but I do think Detroit has a great recipe for winning NBA regular season games. Like Chill said, what you have to do to win games, rebound, defend. I love how they play defensively as far as attacking ball handlers. I like how Asar guards Holland. They got that green guy that's out there defending at a high level. Stu at the rim is good. Jalen Duran is a better defensive player. So, right, having an elite defense, as we all know at this point. You said who? Cade? Yeah, Cade is a plus defender. So having a really good to great defense gives you such a high floor as far as winning NBA regular season games. So as long as if that sustains, and then if Cade is clutch or as clutch as he's been in the regular season so far, because Damian, like defense is going to keep you in the game. And so now once we get to the fourth quarter, 4 or 5 minutes left, do you have a player that can consistently kind of close things out for you to secure the win? They do in Cade Cunningham this year. So I do think New York is a better team than Detroit. Like, I do think if they played in the playoff series, I would pick the Knicks. But as far as like regular season success, they do have a formula as far to win a lot of games this year, for sure.
Mhm.
Toronto,
with you
I
on
didn't
that.
think that they would be this good. I think Toronto is a legit post defender / presence away from really challenging in the Eastern Conference. I did not think that they would be this good. I dig what they do on defense. I dig the stops that they get. Scotty Barnes, even though I'm not in love with it, it's working. It is. It is working. And I think that this team offensively, they do a lot of good things. This kid, Mamu Kilishvili, I said the Pen a couple of days ago, it just feels like when he comes on the floor, something good is going to happen. He knows how to play basketball. And that's one of those rotation guys. You need guys like that on your unit in order for us to have some progression. They have had some injuries. I kind of expected Brandon Ingram to get, if he was healthy, to get back to being a bucket getter, because that's what he's always been. I mean, he's always been a bucket getter. But I mean, losing RJ Barrett was a big deal. I think if RJ Barrett gets back in the lineup, I think that they're going to be even better. If they could they can get their hands on a legit big. And I don't think I need a 22, 25 a game guy in the post. I just need somebody to man the paint, that can get on the glass, that can rebound, that can make things difficult for teams, as opposed to, in the words of my man Ox, it being a buffet at the rim. That's
There's been
what I
some
think the
Anthony
difference is.
Davis smoke there, Chill. There's been some
I don't
Anthony
hate it.
Davis smoke, right?
I don't hate it. I do not hate it. But yeah, that's probably
AD
the team that
in
I'm the most
Toronto?
surprised about.
Yeah, there was a few reports that came out that said they might
From
not
LA
instead
to
of Pirtle,
Canada
maybe
in a year
alongside.
is
Mm.
damn.
What's it going to cost to get Anthony Davis in Toronto?
You hope RJ Barrett, if you're the Raptors, RJ Barrett and
If that's all
and
it
some
takes,
picks or
hell
something.
yeah.
It's gonna be RJ and then like Colin Murray Boy who's on them.
Yeah,
That's
something
what
like
it
that again. Yeah.
That's it, Mars?
like picks and stuff. So.
Value's probably never been lower, to be fair.
I don't really like the picks are just like a prerequisite. You just add them to make things look nicer. But like the players is gonna be RJ, Colin Murray Boyles, and like something that makes the salary fit. That's where it would be.
Listen, if I'm pinned,
I'm with you, Ron.
I'm outside of
I'm
the
with
arena with a big ass sign.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I ain't just waving it.
I'm
I'm telling
with
you,
you, Rod.
it's no way.
Mhm.
Come on, y'all gotta run that.
If that's all
But
it
it's-
takes, because Mars, what it sound like to me that you just said, Mars, is like you're gonna throw some leather interior in. Here, I'll give you some leather interior, and I'll give you an extended warranty. Here, take that too. I'll take
but-
that. Hell
whoever-
yes.
whoever
But
makes the money, man.
Penn loves CMB though.
Yeah,
I
he'll
do
try to keep
judge.
him. He'll try to offer up like Ochai or something.
Oh,
I'm-
like how
I'm
he was trying to
telling you.
keep Scotty for Giannis.
I'm trying. Yeah, it's
Got
just
it.
like that. I'm telling you, there's no way
Makes
way
sense.
Penn wants that trade. Penn does not want AD for CMB. I can guarantee you.
Anthony Davis makes how
How
much?
are you not
50
doing
something, right?
Yeah.
So Anthony Davis makes. Bear with me. Anthony Davis making
65?
54 million. 54.
Okay.
So
54.
oh, maybe you
58
could give out
is-
Emmanuel quickly, or RJ, one or the other.
They
They
need
would probably
quickly
want
though.
RJ. Do that. What, the
Let
Mavericks?
Penn tell it. No, he's talking about Toronto. So you go RJ, that's 27. Colin Murray Balls is 6, so you're about 34, 35, because about 35 million. You got another 18 to make up. Jakob Poe would have to be in the trade. So you just add Jakob Poe, I guess. There you go.
If I'm the Mavericks, I don't do that shit. But
Me neither.
if you're the Raptors
Hell
and
no.
you could get that
Hell,
off, hey, have at it.
hell no, I ain't doing that. I'm like, why is this benefiting us? What the hell are we giving him Toronto for? Why are we giving him to Toronto for? Hell no, I'm not doing it.
Well, I know one thing, Chill. My passport just expired. I'm about to go get it, get a new one, and I'm packing my shit just in case. Just in case, because I go where DeMontis goes. So
Okay, all right. We move. Look like we might be moving to Toronto.
I go where DeMontis goes. So
We might be moving to Toronto. So that's what it is. That's what it is. Mm-hmm.
Shout out to
All
you,
right,
Ox,
fellas,
being loyal.
Is there anything
leaving
else
his
out
team?
east
Fake
that is
player.
surprising to you guys?
Philly and
Washington,
6.
Ron.
Yes, Cleveland.
Philly and
Cleveland
6.
felt like they were on the doorstep, and all of a sudden, when you're as bad as they've been this year, all these other questions start happening. Donovan Mitchell all of a sudden isn't as happy. These questions around Evan Mobley's ceiling, all these different things start to happen when you start to underachieve, when you're just on the doorstep. So it's getting dicey in Cleveland, guys.
I am
Cleveland
surprised.
is
by Cleveland.
4-6 in their last 10 games, too, by the way.
What is Penn talking about in the chat? But look,
Grady.
I do agree, Damian. Cavs have been disappointed, but looking at the standings, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still not really worried about Cleveland right now as far as their regular season. They are a good 10-game stretch away from being right back at the top of the Eastern, near the top of the Eastern Conference. And I think everybody will calm down once they're like the third seed again. However, I don't believe in them as a playoff team. I've been here now for some time. They're not a good playoff team. They're soft, unfortunately. That just kind of is what it is.
So
But
if they get bounced, real talk, like there's gonna have to be some changes. This
this is the
Yeah.
year where if they don't,
Trying
they
to pack
don't-
that backcourt up for a minute, but we'll get there eventually.
yeah.
I've been trying.
I'm there with
Yeah.
you, Mars. I've
I've been
seen
trying to pack up
enough.
that backcourt for a
I
minute.
think so.
Chill, I'm sorry, dog. I've seen enough. We've had 3 years of this. I'm like,
Yeah.
clearly something's not. Sometimes you just got to run something to the breaking point, and then eventually it clicks and it all works.
Mhm.
I just don't like it. I'm not willing to push this to the breaking point. I'm not willing to even test this out again. Donovan Mitchell has showed us who he is. He showed us that he is one of not just the better guards in the NBA, one of the better players, and one of the best buckets in the league. I just want to give him the ball. I don't want Darius Garland in his way. As a matter of fact, I would rather kind of take the Cade Cunningham approach, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander approach, Luka Doncic approach when he was with the
You just put
with
like
the
some
Mavericks.
defenders around D Mitch.
Come on, yo. Like, yeah. Hey, you know what? Minnesota, I got your point guard. Can I interest you in Jaden McDaniels? Can we take Jaden up off of you? I mean, I'm just saying, Marshall, that's where my train of thought is, though. If I'm the Cavs, I'm trying to go get a J-Mac type of person.
You got Julius.
That's how I
You got
want.
Julius, right? Yeah, you got Julius.
They got Trey and Herb down there in New Orleans waiting for you.
Now,
Hey.
D-Mitch, Trey, Herb.
You gonna
Now
send
you talking.
Garland to New Orleans?
Yep.
You
Go over there and
go cook with Zion.
Oh, this one
Go
of those
cook
good
for
old boy
Zion.
got third team involved, man. Ain't no way you subjecting Garland to New Orleans. That's crazy. They have like 25 point guards over there. DeJounte coming back
Jeremiah
at some
Fears
point.
gonna be better than him. In
By
about
the way.
3 years anyway.
Yeah, DeJounte coming back at some point. They got Jeremiah Fears. They've got Jordan Poole. If you care about Jose Alvarado, they have him too. They have Zion handling the ball. Like, yeah, we're not sending Garland over there.
Zion. Funny name, funny guy.
Speaking of
Respect
ball,
Zion,
Mars.
he came back in at like 18.
Yeah.
Speaking of ball, Mars. Lonzo, bye. See you later.
Facts.
Goodbye. Thank you for your service, but bye. I was so
Damn.
excited about this acquisition. I was like, yo.
All I needed was
big guard.
37% 3-point shooting. That's all I needed. Yeah, like 22%. It's shameful, man. Damn.
Real talk.
So what's in his
we got a
rookie
big
year?
guard in the
What y'all
backcourt. In fact, this is going to alleviate the small guard issue. We got a guy who can defend. We got a
Made
guy
so
with
much
a ball hand. It just made so much sense.
It did make a lot of sense. So I got
Yo, but hold on, yo, because I don't care what y'all say. Lonzo is a success story. Lonzo is a success story. I'm happy that
him playing
basketball.
is a
Yeah.
I don't care
Enough,
what he out
yeah.
there doing. He out there playing ball. You can miss as many jumper shots as you want to. You can run still. Shout out Lonzo. This is a success story.
The fact that he's still good on defense is what.
Yeah,
that
with
shit.
a
I'm
whole
trying
nother
to win.
nigga knee.
You could be-
He got
Yeah,
a whole
the fact that he's
He-
still
he-
really
he
good on
stole a dead
defense
nigga knee
and
and
he's
he's back
still
playing
really
basketball.
smart.
Exactly.
But that man
He's
just
still
can't
hooping.
put the
That is
ball in the
crazy.
basket is so sad.
Ox,
All he
I'm
needs to do
sorry.
is just make a
That
three.
shit sounds like a
please.
great story. Go do that shit in Washington. We trying to win up here. Fuck out of here.
Chill.
with that. No.
If he was doing this in any other team besides Cleveland, you'd be giving him props. If he was
Nah,
doing
you know
this
what?
in
I
Charlotte,
would be. You're
right? If he was
I
doing
would
this in
be.
Charlotte, you'd be like, yeah, that's what's up.
I would be.
But Lonzo's not the reason that the Cavs aren't good
At all.
It's
Yeah,
not
He
no,
Lonzo's
definitely
fault.
has something to do with it. Don't sit there and act like he ain't got nothing to do with it. He 100% has something to do with it.
There's a reason the offense is bad with Lonzo on the court.
There's a reason why.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Because he
Well,
can't
that's
make
what I'm saying.
shots.
Now I will say he definitely helps the defense. I'm not going.
Yes.
But there's a reason the offense is bad. There's a reason.
Yes. 100%.
Yo, Big Ox, but Lonzo is not the success story. It's the person whose knee is still living on. That person is a success story.
Facts.
But y'all, I want to go ahead and throw the Western Conference up here. Let's go ahead and look at this. Obviously,
I guess.
at the top, at 24-2, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder. They are 9-1 in their last 10 games. We obviously know the last game that they lost. At 2, the Denver Nuggets have crept into the 2 seed at 19-6. They are on a 5-game winning streak. At 3, the Los Angeles Lakers are still standing strong at 3. They are 18-7. However, they are tied with the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs are 18-7 too. So both of those teams are tied for the 3rd seed. At 5, we have the Houston Rockets at 16-7. At 6, the Minnesota Timberwolves 17-9. They are starting to get the ball rolling. Mars, you were talking about them a little bit earlier this week. They are 7-3 in their last 10 games, and they are trying to creep up the standings in the Western Conference. Now jumping into the play-in bracket or the play-in
Garbage.
range.
Trash.
Ron,
Garbage.
you see, you finna owe me some money.
About what?
Trailblazers gonna make the play in, bro. The Jazz not holding up. The Jazz not holding up.
But you know who is holding up?
Oh,
Hold on, we about to get into that in a second. Real talk. We're right in this range. So I got the Phoenix Suns as the 7th seed. They're 14-12. They are starting to fall off. 4-6 in their last 10. You have the Golden State Warriors at 13-14, under 500 as the 8th seed.
Trash.
Then at the 9th seed, can I interest you guys in the Memphis Grizzlies? Now they're 12-14 right now, and they're the 9th seed. However, they're 7-3 in their last 10. They on the up and up.
Mm-hmm.
At the 10th seed, we have the Utah Jazz at 10-15.
Under 500.
And now, at 11, we have the Portland Trailblazers at 10-16. 3-7 in their last 10. We have at 12, the Dallas Mavericks at 10-17. Disgusting from them. At 13, the Sacramento Kings at 6-20, and they are tied with the 14th seed, Los Angeles Clippers at 6-20. This is ridiculous out of them, yo.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh
And
my
last
God.
but not least,
Sorry,
we have the
bro.
Pelicans at the 15th seed at 5-22. Fellas, we got the whole Western Conference. What stands out to you the most at this point with the Western Conference? Aside from the obvious, y'all.
garbage. Sacramento is trash.
Bro.
I mean, there's a team that's 1-9 in their last 10 games. You know what I'm
The
saying?
Clippers stink, bro.
Clippers, man.
Oh
The Clippers.
my goodness, the Clippers suck. Who even, bro? For real. Like all agendas aside, who could have thunk it, bro? The
I
Clippers
ain't think
are
it'd
at
be
the
this bad.
bottom of the Western Conference. With
It almost
James
seems
Harden
normal
playing
to
how
me.
he's playing, Kawhi's even playing well. I don't know if people know, but Kawhi's kind of open right now.
Worst case scenario, I thought 7-8.
That's what I'm saying,
What?
bro.
They had the
Case.
5th best odds to go to the finals, man.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I
They're
had them
the
as like
bottom
the
of the
3
conference,
seed. That is not.
bro.
I think I had them
They'll
at 6.
they'll finish in the AFC, Mars. They'll finish. In
I
the
thought
AFC.
No, they
I would have
won't.
if you
No,
would
they
have told me this,
won't.
if you would have told me before the season after 26 games, there's 2 options. The Clippers are 20-6 or they're 6-20.
I would have picked
Which
20
one's more
6.
likely? I would have said 20-6 easily,
100%.
but
100%.
6-20, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
finish
don't
in
think
the
I've
AFC.
ever been this far off on like how good a team would be, and like they haven't had like major injuries. It's
Right,
not like James
exactly.
Harden's missed out. Like cool Bradley Bill, whatever, but like
Bradley Bill broke
Kawhi
his
missed a
hip.
couple games. Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
but
yeah, Bradley Bill's not like he's not that good. I don't think. Like,
Bradley Bill
he's
would
not the difference
absolutely
between
help this
6 and
team.
20 and a top 5 seed, in my opinion. He's not. So
Right,
like,
Who would have
right.
thought, man, that first game against Utah when they ran them out the building was going to be a precursor to this whole
they
season?
weren't
Man.
even bad in preseason.
Oh, yeah.
And then the opening
yeah.
night, they just got run out. It was like, oh yeah, that was.
I know y'all don't like Bradley Bill, but he absolutely would have helped made this team better than what they are right now. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he could have made them worse. So yeah,
You know who else would have made them better?
He
Ox?
would
How about
absolutely-
Norman Powell?
No,
How about
that's
that?
where I was going. That's what's going. So I mean, it's Lawrence. I don't understand how you let go of Norman Powell. I still don't understand that. But I mean, shit, they did it.
yeah, that's
This Clipper team.
yeah, it's bad. So they have like no redeeming qualities on either side of
And-
the ball. They just suck.
Oh
You know the
man.
interesting thing?
There's no silver lining
I
either.
guarantee they finish in the AFC though. They make
Like
the
there's
playoffs, I
literally there's
guarantee.
not one like indicator.
won't
that's
give
like,
it
oh,
up,
they
huh?
might they might
No,
figure it
why
out.
would
Like
I give it
their
up?
defense stinks. They don't rebound. Their transition offense stinks. Their transition defense stinks. They play slow. They have no offense outside of like 2 people. It's like the whole team is like bad.
I
But
mean, out there playing with Kobe, you know. But other than that, though,
You
I'm telling people Kobe overrated, but you know, I ain't trying to listen.
man,
Not
Yeah,
that
it's
Kobe,
okay,
ladies
though.
and gentlemen. No, not
they
that
they
Kobe
will
stuff.
they will finish in the play-in. I can guarantee it.
It's hard though when you don't have like any silver linings. Like usually the really bad teams have this like 1 or 2 good young players where they're like,
Well,
wow, they could
James
turn into
Harden is the
something.
silver lining, but
Like-
that's it.
Well, it's got, yeah, exactly. But he's
The silver
He's
lining
old.
is that
That's
36.
the
It's
James
very
Harden's
lost.
not a silver
The
lining.
silver lining is that 36-year-old is good. Like,
Yeah, that's not even a silver lining, bro. Damien's right, bro. There's no silver lining, bro. Because at least when you're bad, you probably got your picks, though. You'll be like, oh, you know, at least we'll get it. Not getting that either. They're just bad.
Oh yeah,
They're
and they
bad,
have to
they're
battle
old,
with the fact that
they
they know they're
stink.
building OKC's dynasty while they're this bad.
It's crazy,
Like
bro.
every loss, like they can be mad about the loss. They also have to acknowledge that the team with the best record in the league owns their pick. Like, it's
Hey,
Mars,
chill.
and it's
How
also
far-fetched-
like
how far fetched is it for all the owners in the West to come together and collude to throw games against the Clippers so that OKC doesn't get a good pick? like how far fetched is that?
I ain't gonna lie. That
It's
might
not
be
that
the best
far-
thing. That might be in the best
Yeah.
interest of the league. I ain't gonna lie. That might be
It's
in
not
the
that
league's
far
best interest.
fetched, but it's the Clippers. They'll end up tricking the games, even the games that you're trying to throw away.
No,
I'm not
but
gonna
you know what
lie.
happened?
I used to
Ox,
be
you know what
against that.
happened?
Then I
They were
watched
just-
how they lost that game. Who was it when they?
Houston, Mars.
Where, was it a Houston game?
Yes,
that game?
Houston.
Yeah, when I
They
watched
played
how they
them tough,
managed to
yes.
throw that game away, I was like, yeah, there's something in the air. I don't
But
know.
what they'll
There's
just
something.
rig the lottery so OKC don't get the top pick.
No,
They'll have to rig the
Yeah,
lottery.
but that's
no?
less fun. That's less fun. James Harden's playoff streak
Ox.
has to maintain.
I mean, but if they legitimately are a top 5, like they finish with one of the 5th worst records in the league, like the worst that the pick can be is a top 7. So it's like, okay, we rig it. OKC doesn't get 1, 2, or 3, but they still get a lottery pick. And based on their track record, OKC don't miss in the lottery.
They don't need it
They
anymore.
don't. So it's like the thing about it is it's scary either way it goes. You got a team that is historic, 24-2, and you're giving them who they're the best team at drafting. They've shown a track record of being able to pick the perfect player every single draft.
Who's
They
more
still
likely
get a
to
7th
who's-
pick.
Are we dropping
I'm
Ty
telling you,
Lue
Ron,
off
the
yet?
Clippers
or
are winning the
what's-
lottery this year. The Clippers are winning the lottery, and that pick is going to Oklahoma City. But Ox, you said that you get. I know it's ridiculous. Ox, you said that you guarantee in that you think that they can get back to this 8th seed. Ox, I want to
Yeah, for sure.
I want to throw some numbers at you real quick to see how you feel about this. So Ox, today in December of 2025, They're next to last in the league in field goal attempts. They're next to last. They're third from last in the league in field goals made. They're in the bottom 10 in the league in three-point attempts. They're in the bottom 10 in the league in three-pointers. They're next to last in assists, which means that James Harden, if he ain't passing the ball, ain't nobody else passing the ball. They don't get any second chance points. They're in the bottom 5 in the league in offensive rebounding. They give up defensive rebounds because they are in the bottom 5 in the league in that. And on top of that, Ox, they're in the bottom 5 in the league. They're in the bottom 5 in the league, Ox, in points per game. They can't score. They can't stop anybody. How do we fix this?
Well, chill. That was the first 25 games. They still got 60 games left.
So,
you know what I mean?
all
It's a
right.
lot. It's just so much basketball left to play.
But chill.
I can't write
for the deadline.
I can't. But wait. I can't write off any team. There's no team I'm willing to write off just yet. No team. That goes for the Wizards.
The Bucks before the season.
This is
No.
why
But wait. But no, Mark. Hold on. No, Mark. I didn't write the Bucks off. No, I didn't. Hold on. I didn't write the Bucks off. I said that they were trash. I didn't say that they were like not going to make the playoffs. I said that they were probably going to be a play-in team. I just said what I thought they was going to be. I didn't write them off. But still, Ron says we have to make predictions. I make predictions. You know what I mean? I have to predict something. But even the teams that I think are going to be bad, I'm like, well, shit, I'm not going to write them off until maybe late January. You know what I mean? Like, look, I'm giving the Clippers a month.
Yo, this is why I tried to prevent us. When I said what's the most glaring thing in the West, I tried to steer us in a different direction because, quite frankly, I just don't like talking about the Clippers because I start getting secondhand embarrassment for them. It's just terrible. Like, how are you 1-9 in your last 10 games? How are you down there at the bottom of the barrel with the Grizzlies or with the Pelicans and all these other teams are better than you? How? It just doesn't make any sense. But guys, right quick though, before we get back to the other things that are surprising us in the West and the things that stand out, I do just want to give a quick splash of the day. Big Ox, who you got somebody?
Of course he does.
Yes, I do. Of course I have somebody. And that is the real in-season tournament MVP, OG Anunoby. Last night, 28 points, 9 rebounds, shot 5 from 10 from three-point range, and is one of the better defenders in the NBA. I think it's clear as day that the splash of the day goes to OG Anunoby.
See, Big Ox, you failed us yet again. Now, shout out to OG Anunoby, but that is not the splash of the day. The splash of the day goes to Olivia Miles for getting 3 straight triple-doubles. Last night, she had 25 points, 11 assists, and 10 rebounds. That is the number 1 pick in the WNBA draft next year. She won't go number 1 because they're going to take.
Hannah, by the way, Ron.
I won't debate you with that. She is the best point guard
always been better
in
than
the
Hannah,
nation right now.
You know,
she needs.
Whatever.
I know one thing. She's the best player in this upcoming draft. And if she falls to number 3 and comes up to Seattle, I'm going to be so happy. I might go get season tickets because she's legitimately that good. Like
wait a second. Did Madison Booker quit playing basketball or something?
No, she did not, Ox. No, she did not.
Okay. All right.
I'm with you.
Shout out to Olivia Miles.
Olivia, what a
she different.
And I feel like she's gonna get to the W and immediately be good as well. Like it's not gonna be like, oh, she gotta develop and like she's going. If she goes to a W team, all they gotta do is handle the ball. Bro. She already know how to play.
So the player of the month, Madison Booker, just don't exist.
She cool.
We're talking about the draft, Big Ox.
Because
if we're talking about players in college, if we're talking about players in women's college basketball, then we just got to talk about Hannah and just stay there.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
But I do want to encourage you guys one more time to download the Splash Sports app. You can do that by scanning the QR code on the screen or clicking the link in the bio. And we running up these quick picks on Splash Sports. It's their peer-to-peer daily fantasy sports game. You choose more or less on 2 player projections or more, and you are matched against other players who have the same entry fee or the same amount of picks. But the best part about it is you can miss a pick and still win cash. All you have to do is beat the group. not the house, just the real people that you are actually playing against. You guys see the promo code that's on the banner below you guys. If you use code player, there's a deposit match of up to $50 and a 100% boost on your first entry for new users. So let us know which picks you love. Let us know which picks you hate. Also, NFL Sunday is coming up. Oh, and Jackson Smith and Jigba is going to have about 200 yards tomorrow, so you might want to take the more on him. But in the meantime, fellas, I got to head out. I got a meeting with Adam Silver to talk real ball. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Chat, keep your head up. Cowboy Bob, keep smoking them cigarettes. Big Ox, take the show over. You got it.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm just saying. We're just gonna walk past Madison Booker's 27-8-5 against Baylor. All right, fine. What
about Miles? Well, first of all, I can't stand Ron. Let's get to the bottom. For two,
DeRon boot chill.
Yes, Ron is now sabotaging the show.
Nah, this guy is crazy, man.
It's awful, absolutely awful. Box, I'm surprised that he left out. I mean, because I watched a little bit of it yesterday. Olivia Miles and Suarez yesterday, 2 triple doubles. Like we haven't had that. 2 triple doubles. I mean, it was against Arkansas Pine Bluff, but we had 2 triple doubles yesterday. So that was I thought that was a big deal from those 2 ladies. Yes.
Yeah.
Huge
I mean,
deal.
that's that's the thing though. Like Ron keeps highlighting things that Hannah and Olivia they're doing when they're playing against these mid-major teams. But Madison Booker and University of Texas are out here playing 2 seeds, 4 seeds, 7 seeds. They're playing top competition. Madison Booker, like I said, is giving 27-8-5 against Baylor, while we're praising Olivia Myers for doing this against mid-major teams, which is fine. She's still a baller. She's an incredible basketball player. We all know that, but. I mean, come on. Madison Booker's the best player in the country.
We've seen Olivia. Come on now. We've seen Olivia.
Yeah, we have. We've seen Madison do it too. We've seen Madison do it against the best continuously, over and over. No letdowns ever. But let's get back to these super chats, y'all. That's what I'm here for.
Let's do it.
It's Christian says New York Knicks Cup champs. Let's effing go. And anyone clowning us knows they'd be celebrating their team the same way. Always the cap. But real praise to Demon OG.
Yes. I just think that you got the ultimate. Ox has a tendency to kind of go overboard sometime when it comes to guys. But when I watch OG, right? But when I watch OG and I watch the utility guy that he is, because Josh Hart is a utility guy too. But I feel like OG, like everything you need in a player, like he does it. You need an extra bucket, I got you. You need a big stop, I can get you that stop, because I think he's better on defense than Josh Hart is. In addition to him being better than Josh Hart on defense, I can get you a rebound. I can get you a big stop. He just seems like very much like what I talked about with Mamu Kelesvili on Toronto. I feel like with OG Anunoby on the floor, something good is going to happen throughout the course of the game. I don't think with the exception of him ever being injured, I always feel like he's never a detriment to your group. I always feel like he's going to give you something good. So I love that about OG. And like I said, Ox, if I don't see him on that all-league defensive team this year, we're going to have a problem. Yes, we are. We're going to have a big problem.
We spoke about this as well, when we were talking about Scotty Barnes around, to your point, Chill, these utility guys, it's a very, very difficult skill set to acquire, a guy that can do absolutely everything on the floor, and there's a reason why, although he's never been an all-star, why he was so coveted around the league when he was available, right? When Toronto had him available, because these types of skill sets are pivotal to teams that want to do something. He's been the unsung hero, but shout out, man. Shout out to OG. Deserves it.
When OG signed that contract, I think it was for like $40+ million a year. A lot of people were like, "Oh, that's an overpay. That's an overpay." In my opinion, OG is the type of player to where you do kind of slightly overpay if you believe that you have a championship ready team once you add him, because he provides so much value. And I also want to shout out his offensive development, right? Like OG's a real offensive player now who can get it off the bounce a little bit. He's turned himself into a fantastic shooter as well from 3, while still maintaining a lot of that defensive value. He's a great player. And kind of how Chill, y'all always bring up like oh, Dylan Brooks can go anywhere and he's starting. Damn near starting on every team. Man, OG is the player that I look like that. Like, there's not a roster. There's not a starting five in the league right now to where you can't put him on there and they get better because he can just do so many things at a really good level.
Mars, you brought up, and I thought it was a really interesting question. You brought this up.
It was, yeah.
Who do you think, in terms of development, that, like you said, you're surprised with? Both of these guys coming in the league at the same time, OG Anunoby or Jalen Brown. Who was more advanced?
Oh, who was more advanced when they came in?
Mm-hmm. It's a great question, actually.
OG was even at Indiana. OG
was my instinct, right? But I might be wrong. But I think OG's development is insane, which is, I guess, the deeper layer to the question. OG turning into what he's turned into, both sides of the ball. My favorite trait of OG is the fact that he dunks everything around the rim. I think that's very valuable. He's not cutting to then finish with a layup and risk getting blocked. He's going up two hands strong every time. You're gonna have to foul him to stop him from scoring. And I think that's a valuable trait for my role player to have. I'm not saying I'm like gonna draft players based on dunk rate, but maybe, I don't know, maybe. I just feel like it's better. But then obviously, like, the strength that he's obviously put on, the shooting ability is the biggest notable improvement. He's decided he's always wanted to be more of a scorer for himself. You can tell by him like taking on that larger burden and stuff. But I do think Jalen Brown's skill development is still, to a degree, higher. Not just because he's a better player, but he probably also started from a lower starting point, from my memory anyway. But I'm not gonna act like I was the most well versed in OG Anunoby rookie year pre-draft stuff.
I remember him in
I think also there's a gap now, I think, between OG and Bridges, where I think that there was a time where a lot of people probably saw Bridges as a more valuable player for that team. I think that's
where do you think that the gap? Where do you think the gap has now come? Because if it was close before, why was it close?
Because I mean the pay for Bridges was huge, especially at the height of his Phoenix days. He was probably seen as the best sort of wing defender in the league. I think he finished third in Defensive Player of the Year voting that year, or second. So yeah, there was a time when he was right there. But I think Bridges has regressed a little bit defensively. I think his shot mechanics are a little worrying. I don't know if some of you guys have seen.
They go in, so I mean,
they go in. It's just bizarre. But I think OG is just a more reliable, Chill, to your point, just a more reliable guy each and every single night. To Real Talk's point, a guy that you can sometimes go to at the end of games now, and he can hit you, and he can create a little bit off the dribble. He can hit open shots. He can find a guy on occasion. I think that the development there, it feels like Anunoby's still getting better, whereas Bridges is probably tapped out on his upside.
I don't think Mikal has ever been a better defender. Like he's never been a better defender than OG. Even in the year, I can't think of a year where he's ever been a better defender than OG Anunoby.
I don't know, man. In Phoenix, it felt like.
Yeah, I think that year that Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year, I thought Bridges was better than him that year. I do. I thought Bam was better than him that year too, by the way. But the fact that the team that he was on, and I mean, don't forget Robert Williams was on that team too, and you had two big time All-League defenders, but OG Anunoby, to Real Talk's point, my grandmother told me Real Talk when I was a kid. She said it's better to have it, not need it.
Not need it than to need it and not have it.
My grandmother told me that when I was
all the time.
Yeah. And to actually overpay for OG Anunoby and have that, where we're in a playoff series and I need that and I don't have it, I'll pay extra for that. No question about that. Because when I got a guy who's as versatile as OG Anunoby is, because the health has always been the issue with him. It's been whether it's a hamstring or a knee injury or something like that. It's never been his game, especially as a defender. And when you get into the playoffs, one of the things that you have to be able to do is you have to consistently get stops. And OG Anunoby is one of those guys where he's going to compete consistently on the defensive end of the floor. And if I have that, I know I have an opportunity. To win. If I don't have that and I got a lesser version of that, I'm not nearly as confident in what we're doing. So to have OG Anunoby, to Ox's point, to have OG Anunoby on our crew, he definitely gives us a better opportunity to win. No doubt about that. So I'm digging him.
Right. On top of that, too, when have I ever overreacted or went too far about a basketball player?
You said he was the best player on the Knicks. You said that, Ox.
You said DeMarcus Cousins is better than Nikola Jokic.
I stand on that. That's not going too far.
And I hear you.
You said Chris. You said he was better. You said Chris Webber was better than him too.
And I especially stand on that. But
I mean, Chris Webber is definitely better than DeMarcus Cousins.
So. Yeah, I ran the poll on Twitter and it was a lot closer than I thought it should have been.
Okay.
It was like 51.9. I was like, oh.
Shout out to Twitter, man.
Yeah, shout out to Twitter. Respectable over there. They wonder why I don't take them seriously.
Bob Solo. Cowboy Bob. We secured the cup with 57 games left. Tyler excelled. OG the beast. Cat rested until the last 5 minutes. Smart coaching neutralized Wemby. Brunson outplayed the defensive matchups. Go New York, go.
Sure, we seen Dylan Harper looking up. That's what I see.
I love seeing all these Knicks fans, man. Happy.
Yeah.
It's good for the league, man. It's good for the league.
It is. It really is. Shout out to the New York and whatnot. Dylan did D up yesterday though to Mars. Yeah.
It's a shame that game doesn't count for his stats because he made 5-3 yesterday. And
he did make 5.
It don't count nowhere. It don't count nowhere. You look up Dylan Harper career high threes in the game. That shit's still gonna say like 1. And it's not a thing. I just watched him make 5, but I guess.
Pick the problem, no real talk. The problem with Knicks fans is that you can't tell homegirl that she look nice in the dress because you know what's gonna happen now. She gonna start thinking that she look better than Beyonce. She look better than Halle Berry. That's who she thinks she is now.
They take it too far.
The dress was nice. I think you look dope in it. But now all of a sudden she's strutting down every avenue like I'm the hottest chick out here. See, and I don't want to do that with the Knicks fans. Yo, Knicks fans just take it further than it's necessary to take it. They got a good team. And don't get me wrong, I love what they're doing with the Knicks. But can we relax? Ox just brought it up. We are third through the season. We're about to come into the dog days of the season, which I've actually spoken to Mars about this, about my theory this time of the year. From this time up until the All-Star break, these are the teams, the better teams, the teams that are over 500, the teams in the playoffs, these are the teams that you're going to see in late May and June. Pay attention to those teams, the teams that get busy during this time from about December, like between this time to like 20th of December to the All-Star break. These are the teams that you're going to see in late May and June. But I just want Knicks fans, even though it's great for the league, relax, guys. We still got a lot of basketball to play left. We do. So let's chill out, y'all.
Man, she's supposed to have confidence. She's supposed to strut when she walks. Did Jonathan Frazier still think we don't play sophisticated ball, Wemby? Eat it, hater. We ain't come to Vegas to party. We wasn't leaving without the whole pot. Go, New York, go.
Y'all didn't play sophisticated ball yesterday.
Just because you won doesn't mean you were sophisticated.
Yes, what are you talking about? Y'all did not play sophisticated basketball yesterday. It wasn't like the ball was moving and the offense was beautiful.
It's like if I call someone stupid. It's like if I call someone stupid and then they beat me up. And then they say, am I still stupid?
You're still dumb.
Yeah, what's that going to do? Okay. You strong stupid. I don't know what to tell you.
Wemby's slowly going to be developing.
Still dumb.
I can see it already. Wemby's going to start developing all these haters. Like haters will slowly start coming for Wemby with some of the comments that he has on certain teams. I can see it slowly.
Yeah, because he talks a lot. So
he's
gonna have to back up some of these things that he says.
But was he wrong? No real talk.
He wants to be the villain, though.
Oh, I love it.
He's a super competitor.
I love it. But yeah,
but was he wrong? No real talk. But he talked about other teams in terms of the sophistication offensively, in terms of like ball movement. Like the Knicks,
the Spurs aren't that sophisticated, to be fair.
But there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Brand of basketball, and they don't. So
right,
yeah.
But I have seen to Wemby's.
Go ahead.
I mean, to Wemby's point, he hasn't seen Denver yet. I don't think San Antonio has seen Denver yet this season, have they?
They did. No, they beat Denver, but Wemby didn't play that game.
Yeah, Wemby hasn't seen Denver.
Wemby hasn't seen Denver, but
I mean, there
are some offenses that are a little bit more sophisticated, and the Knicks don't have that sophisticated of an offense. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it's not constant ball movement. It's not constant movement with them. I mean, don't get me wrong. The offense has changed from last year. It's less ball dominant, but it ain't like we talking about the Golden State Warriors of 2016, right? We ain't talking about the San Antonio Spurs of 14. It ain't nothing like that. No, but to Wemby's point, I have seen more sophisticated offenses. That doesn't mean that you dudes is whack. That doesn't mean that at all. But I have seen more sophisticated offenses. But y'all didn't beat them yesterday because your offense is just so sophisticated. It's so nice that it just ran them out the building. No, y'all beat them with dirty work. That's what happened yesterday. Y'all
Mars, I
out-toughed
don't like your fight example. This is the example I like, right? So two students. There's two students, right? One of them is telling the other one, man, you got bad study habits, man. You don't study like I do. You know what I'm saying? You're not prepared for the test. But then the guy that he's talking about they take the same test and he has a higher grade than him. I mean, do I need to study as much as you if I got down? I got a higher grade than you. I still beat you. I still beat you. I got bad study habits, but I still beat you. I graded higher than you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I still got bad study habits.
Brent Cager. If Luka were traded, what'd you say?
I had great study habits. That's what I was saying.
I did not.
If
I just had a really good memory.
Yeah, I used to. Never mind. If Luka were traded for Ant or Tatum, no Achilles.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's what he meant. And the money worked. Would you still say it's bad? Asking Mars, Real Talk, and Damien. So Ox and Chill, shut the hell up. Fine.
Matter of fact.
I wouldn't have traded Luka. Luka was one of the players I deemed untouchable in the NBA. That's where I'm at. So at the time, I'm not trading Luka. You could offer him. Wemby, I would think about it, but like everyone else, I'm not trading Luka.
If the Lakers called the Celtics and said, "We'll give you Luka for Tatum," the Celtics would take that deal, I think.
Right now?
Yes.
Oh, there's an Achilles at play. Maybe.
No. If there was no Achilles, even, I think the Celtics would still take
Absolutely
that deal.
not.
No, I think they still would. I think they would.
As a Laker fan, let me tell you this. If we talking about right now, 2025, December 17th, heading into 2026.
This switch up on Luka.
Shut up, Mars. Shut up.
Insane.
Hey.
It's been a month.
If Minnesota
there was a clip a month ago.
Minnesota called us right now and was like, "Hey, we'll get. Hey, if you want looking for Ant, I would have to think about it. I'm not gonna lie. I would seriously.
A month ago, you were saying he clears Shea. A month
Real
ago,
talk. He just moved in. She just moved in. Real talk. You want to move her out already?
And I've seen her true character, Jill.
I have never seen anything like this in my life.
Is it crazy, Ox?
No, chill, it's crazy. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Real Talk yesterday posted something on Twitter with SGA shooting the ball. And I think he landed this. He landed it, and he said,
"They don't have this. They love Luka though. Like something."
Yeah, he said, "Mind you, these people fawn over Luka for the same thing." I had to make sure, am I seeing what I think I'm
You're
saying?
not bugging out.
This switch up,
this man,
nasty. This is crazy. This is the sickest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Switch up. This is worse than your Austin Reeves switch up by far.
I still have him as the.
I don't care where you have him ranked. I listen to the words you say. I don't care. I'm listening to the words.
Can you explain to the people why?
You can't bash someone for 20 minutes and be like, but I think that's top 5. I don't care.
I don't care. What? I'm just look.
I don't care. The last time I heard you say something positive about Luka was before the OKC game. I haven't heard you say something positive.
That was the day everything changed.
It's justified. Hey, but it's justified.
But Damien, can you ask Real Talk that question you were just trying to ask him?
What's been, just for everyone listening, what's been your change of heart? Maybe not change of heart, but what have you observed with Luka that's made?
Real talk. Why are you taking the keys and asking her to move out? What's the problem? What's the problem, Real Talk? Get your shit and go. Because that's what this sounds like.
I think I'm about to agree with you as well, by the way. But go ahead.
These are my problems and my issues with Luka Doncic. Number one, I don't think you can play another type of basketball other than Luka Doncic ball.
That was true 2 years ago.
When he's
Just put it that way.
look. Stop.
That's fair.
This is my problem though. 2 years ago, he was a better player. He's just not that level of play. First off, he shoots that step back three. It does not go in. It does not go in. He can't get by people cleanly. He can't get by people cleanly.
Go-to shot for 7 years.
All he does, bro, anytime he breaks the three-point line, if he's shooting any kind of two-pointer, he's grifting. That's another one. He's more free throw reliant than ever. He's still a bad defensive player.
It was true 2 years
All
ago.
right, bro, it's the fact that he is, I need people to really understand what's going on right now. Luka Doncic is leading the league in free throw attempts. I'm pretty sure he's also leading the league in three-point attempts, and he's still barely plus efficiency. That means, I don't think y'all understand, that means he's out there missing a lot.
+4.
He's +4.
He's chucking. Let's just call it what it is.
Thank you. He's
chucking,
just chucking right now.
He's chucking, yep.
I'm sorry, bro.
This is how Luka's always played basketball.
But he was better at it. That's what I'm saying. He
No,
was
wasn't.
better
Real
at
talk.
it than he is right now.
wasn't.
Sorry,
He's
bro.
the same dude he was when he's playing with
I think
you.
that also, if you
So
put,
all
if
it
you guys
takes
go,
is he makes 0.5 more threes a game. Real talk, going to flip the switch again because now it's 40% from 3 instead of 32%. That's all it is. If Luka makes 1 3 every other game, and instead of 3.5 for 10.7, he's 4 for 10.7. Real talk gonna be like, hey, Luka, best scorer in the league.
Wait. Even if that's true, I don't understand how that's inaccurate on my part. Because all you're saying is, well, if he's playing better, then you wouldn't say that. Duh.
No, what I'm saying,
Yeah,
if
right.
one
Better, I wouldn't complain.
if
Yeah,
1
you're right.
3 every other game is the difference between you slandering Luka and you talking about him like he's the second coming, I think that maybe
Nah,
you're
bro.
a
If
bit
he's
easy
playing
to
better,
sway.
then I wouldn't say anything. He's not-
after
I
this
just think you're a
show,
bit easy to sway, that's all it takes.
after this show, I want people to go and watch his Slovenia highlights from this offseason and at Eurobasket
sharp.
and
He was
tell
sharp.
me if this is the same player you're watching in the
No.
NBA now, because
Exactly.
it's not. He is not in the same shape he was in Eurobasket
Fat
and in the
again?
offseason.
Oh my God.
It's not that he's fat, but he's definitely not in the same shape, and I think it's not helping him either. Real talk, he feels like he can't explode past anyone anymore.
Nobody, Damien.
He used to be deceptively quick. Now
Exactly.
it's like it
He can't
feels
beat
harder.
bigs off the dribble anymore.
Yeah, it
The
feels
big,
harder.
bro, when I see he gets a switch onto a big, even in the pick and roll, it's still going to be a step back three. That's all he has in isolation now. Step back three, or try to go somewhere, get to a spot, jump into a defender, twerk it up, and hope for a foul. That's all he's doing.
He couldn't do this last season either. What Damian just said was, look at the Eurobasket. That was the sample size. That was the sample size that got me excited. When he came back in shape. He wasn't. This is what Luka has always done in the NBA. This is why Luka got traded. He was doing this last season. I don't understand.
I didn't think he was great at 24-25. I agree with that too. I was up here campaigning for Ant to be ranked over him when we did those play.
I feel like
rankings
this is,
then.
I don't know. I
Real
feel
talk,
like,
you a sick dude, man.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
sick,
this is.
man.
I think this is a gross overreaction.
I can't
I'm
believe
saying
what
he's
I'm
the
hearing.
5th, 6th best player in the league.
I don't care.
How is
That's
that
not
a
the point.
gross overreaction? I'm
It's
saying
not the point. It's all the complaints about the way in which he's playing, and then acting like it was so different in Eurobasket when like the reality is it really wasn't that different. Like he played the same way. He played the same way.
He didn't look the
It
same.
was a lot of step back. It was a
Yeah.
lot of step back threes. It was a lot of getting to the line. It was a lot of high volume shooting, high volume chucking, not
was
making a
just
bunch
sharper.
of threes.
He
not
was a
getting to the
little
rim a
quicker though,
whole lot.
Mars. He was a little
It was
quicker.
sharper.
Playing
He didn't
like
look the
repeated on
same.
defense.
Definitely
At
sharper.
Eurobasket, Luka took 3.7 shots per game at the rim. In the NBA this season, it's 3.2. Like, it's not a major discrepancy. He's not, he's getting to the rim way less. That's not true. Like, it's really not that true.
How
Not
many
to
threes
mention
was he taking in Eurobasket?
I could look threes in Eurobasket. He was taking 11 a game. That's why I'm like, your eye test is failing you. Like, he was doing the same shit. And they were missing in Eurobasket too. So you can't even be
But
like,
he was a bit quicker, so
No,
we
but
didn't
mine's
mind.
not, my thing's not about play
you know
style.
what
My
I'm talking
thing's not
about? Like, he
about
was
play
doing the
quicker, so
same
we didn't mind.
thing. Like,
My thing's not about play style. man.
Luka in Eurobasket, 7 isolations a game, 6 of them were threes. Like, I don't know what you
What
want.
was he
Like,
shooting from 3 in Eurobasket?
like 24%. You asked me just like,
Oh my
you
God.
asked me that no longer. Like, wait, let me not lie to the people. Let me get it absolutely correct.
Hmm.
Sorry. Wait. Where are we at? Jump shot. Where are we at? Bear with me. Sorry. Don't want to lie to the people.
He definitely was sharp. He just looked sharper.
He was
I
definitely
hit
32% from three. 32%
It wasn't
from
about
three.
playing
Guess what
style.
he's shooting this season from 3.
32%.
31?
It's the same
I
shit.
know,
He
I
was
know.
doing the same thing in
I know.
Eurobasket,
No,
and you
no,
guys,
no,
you
no,
guys
no.
were like, "Oh
See,
my God,
now
Luka!"
I'm going to
It's
bring
the
up the
same
actual
thing.
factuals. Now I got
It's
to bring up the
32%
actual
in
factuals.
Eurobasket. He shot 11 threes a game. I'm looking at it. 3-point attempts, 11.1. 3-pointers made, 3.6. Go look at Luka this season, and I will tell you. Luka this season, 3-point attempts, 10.7. 3-pointers made, 3.5. It hasn't changed. In fact, in Eurobasket, the games are shorter. He was actually checking more relative
I mean,
to
but
me.
we knew he had to because his team was trash. But look.
Oh my God!
Stop. His team was trash in Eurobasket. They were trash. Stop. They were trash.
The goalpost
Look,
is
look,
wiggity.
Let's
You
look
can't
at-
tell
let's look
me he
at-
was playing
let's
so
look
different
at-
when he wasn't.
Oh, let's look at shot location, okay? This year, right? This year, he's only shooting 11% of his shots at the basket, right? The year that everybody references is the 24 year. To me, though, I'm taking a few years even before 24 over how he's playing right now, me personally. But let's get back to it. This year, he's taking 11% of his shots at the basket. In 24, it was 16% of his shots. So he was getting all the way to the basket 5 percentage points more often, right?
Mhm.
Then you look at the short mid-range. He's shooting 50% from short mid right now. In 24, he shot 52.5%. Long mid, he is shooting better and the same frequency. 13% of his shots in 26 this year are long mids. In 24, 13% of his shots were long mids, 44% in 24, 47.5% in 26. So that's one area he's better. Now, 3-point frequency. This is where Luka, ladies and gentlemen, takes the most shots from 3. He has a 46% 3-point frequency right now. He's hitting 32.5% of those shots. In 24, he hit 38% of those shots. So, yes, that makes you a better player. He got to the rim more frequently in 24, and he hit threes at a better clip. In 24, it was better. Now he's not as good.
All right, chat.
By the way, can I just clear something up? My argument was
taking
not
5
that
more
his
free throws
playing
again.
style is different.
that
My
count for
argument was
anything?
that he was in better shape. I just want everyone to.
Right.
I'll take a
where I'm at.
5%
That's where I'm
decrease
at,
in rim
David. That's where I'm
frequency
at,
for a
David.
5 extra free throws a game.
That shit not going, bro. How Luka's scoring right now is not going to work in no serious setting. As soon as we play
He
OKC,
shot 9 free throws
we
a game in
got
the playoffs
blitzed.
last year.
We got blitzed soon as we played OKC.
I'm gonna be honest. Every human being would take 5 extra free throws a game, as opposed to instead of shooting 8% of your shots to the rim, you shoot 12. Like everyone would do that. Everyone would take the 5 extra free throws because that's 4 extra points, as opposed to taking a couple extra layups every 10 games.
I'm not.
That's what the difference between 8 and 12% is. Luka gets to the rim a couple extra times in 10 games. That's it.
I'd rather a player show me you can get to the rim than you can twerk it up for some free throws.
Well, hold on, real quick, because Yusuf Oz says, real talk, we don't care about the shot chucking when the alternative is Vincent, Kleber, Rui, and Laravia getting extra shots.
Yeah, that's a dumb super chat, but thank you for the $5. No, I would actually rather see a kick out to Gabe Vincent for an open 3 than to watch Luka dribble. You know the worst Luka possessions I hate now? Bro, chill. Luka had a ball at the top of the he at the top of the key or whatever, right? Waiting for the pick. He gets the pick. He gets to trying to put people, in jail. Get in the lane. Then he pump fake. He's already had the ball now for 13 seconds. Now he gives it to Rui on the ring because he's stuck to run back out to the top of the key to get the ball again, to do the same shit, Jill, to get it back, to run another pick and roll. Now they switch. Now he's finna dribble, and we already know what he's finna do after the switch.
None of this
Step
shit
back,
is new.
miss.
Oh my
None
God.
of this is new. None of
Wait. Chat, I need you. No, hold on.
No,
Chat, I need you, chat, to do. Y'all need to treat Real Talk the same way you've been treating me for the past 3 seasons. Talk to Real Talk like a dog, the way you talked about me for saying the same exact shit. And now Real Talk was defending this.
He was making the step back. I don't have a problem with the step back if you make them. Okay.
Is he a grenade launcher?
To an extent, but I still think he's one of the best passers in the league. This is my same problem. If y'all remember, those in the chat, if y'all remember, this happened to another one of my favorite players in the league, Jason Tatum. I used to be past chill as far as the Jason Tatum guy. I used to think he was going to be the best player in the league. What happened with Jason? Then I came up off him. Them sidestep, step back threes he loves to take, and he doesn't hit them. So yes, that's going to affect my ranking of you as a player. You can't. The shot you take the most, you don't make it. Yeah, that's going to affect how I view you as a player. I'm sorry, it does.
He weren't making them in Eurobasket, and he was praising.
Yeah, he's probably he's a streak
he
away from us.
He weren't making them last year. No, but my issue is they're acting like this is new for this season when it's not. Because it was true last year, but we got told he was out of shape, so it was fine. Then it was true in Eurobasket, but yet for whatever reason, it was no, Luke is actually playing defense, and he's actually playing really good. Now he's doing it again in the regular season. It's like, oh yeah, oh my God, how is he doing this? He's been doing this for over a year. Like this exact thing, the exact things you're complaining about. If you want to say back in 24, he was making the shot, so it's different. Or you want to say he was getting to the rim slightly more, so it's different. Cool. For over a year now, Luka Doncic has been doing the exact same things you've been complaining about.
I was low on him in 24, 25.
He was playing better. He was playing better in
Eurobasket. And you,
and then in Eurobasket, you pretended he was back. When he's doing the same thing in Eurobasket as he's doing in the regular season.
Mars, when we were doing the player ranking in chat, I remember this vividly.
I'm not saying you said he was good last year. I'm not saying.
So if
what I'm saying is, but you gave him the out of he's out of shape, blah blah blah, and then Eurobasket came. And you acted like, oh my God, Luka, you're doing all these amazing things. And I'm telling you, in Eurobasket, he's doing the same shit he's doing in the regular season this year. He did the same thing. Everything is the same. He got to the rim with the same frequency. He shot the three at the same frequency, at the same efficiency, off the dribble, off the catch. He was just as ball dominant. All of it was the same, except you saw a little bit of muscle definition and was like, oh my God, Luka. No, he did the same thing. The exact same thing that you are praising him for doing in Eurobasket on the exact same efficiency he's doing in the regular season, you're now condemning him for doing it in the regular season.
Because if you're efficient, wait, hold on, David.
Just say it's because it's on your team. Please just say it's because it's on your team.
If your efficiency does not improve after you were over there playing with Radmanovich and Donmanovich, and now you're playing with Austin Reeves and LeBron, and you're no more efficient than you. I gave him the out in Eurobasket because wasn't nobody else on the team. How efficient can he be for real? Ain't nobody else over there. So yeah,
you didn't know how efficient he was. You didn't give him an out. You didn't know his efficiency. You wasn't giving him an out. You didn't know he was missing that much. You didn't know he was shooting 33% from three. You didn't know.
Wait, fellas.
Say you gave him the out.
Hold on, fellas. We got to get back. We got to get back to the super chats. I think we can all see. Go ahead. You wrap it up, Damon. Go ahead.
In Slovenia, he actually got nominated for the Eurobasket Best Defender. He had a nomination for that.
He was playing defense. He was playing defense in the Euro Cup.
By the way, he actually did.
He was playing defense. Nomination. And when I was here, and I think me and D Lee were that Luka defense is being gassed in the Euro League. You guys were glazing that defense because anything better than being the worst defender of all time is beneficial. Yeah, that defense also wasn't that special. Like it just wasn't.
Right.
But
I mean, for Luka,
he got a nomination, and then people are like, oh my God, Luka's gonna play defense this season. And then I'm watching him. Oh look, Luka's still a bad defender.
Well, I tried with Luka, but he's back to the same Luka he's always been, and it's just crazy. But now we know that Real Talk is
In fact, he is about to have 35 tonight.
Is a
so
hypocrite. Real Talk, you're a hypocrite. You're a traitor. You're a hypocrite. You're a traitor. And you're a fake Luka Laker fan. So let's move on. Anna Monica Studio. You know what, chat? You guys are fake too for not holding him under the fire. Like y'all tried to drown me for speaking on Luka.
The Lakers play the Jazz tomorrow. I can guarantee
He's gonna go
Hold
off.
the Knox head under the
I can
water.
guarantee
Right,
that.
He's a
They were
good
trying to
stretch
kill.
away.
They were
He's a
trying to
good
kill
stretch
me
away,
for
Mark.
this, but
Yeah, Luka going a 15-game stretch shooting 40% from three. We'll be back here in January. Real Talk talking about. He making the threes. It's different. It's different. He making the threes.
He'll be
right.
playing better.
All right,
All I
so,
know,
all right,
I know
all
we
right.
got to move on. I do know we got to move on. All I'm going to say is there's a reason why Nico had him traded.
There's a reason. Now Nico got
It was
fired
still a
for
bad
doing
idea
the
to go
same
get
thing.
Anthony Davis.
Anna Monica Studio says, is the NBA Cup the equivalent of who would win the NBA championship if the season was much shorter? Also, top 5 mid-range shooters today.
I don't think it's the equivalent of that. Top 5 mid-range: Shea, KD,
Rui.
Damas.
Yep, Rui.
Okay,
Facts.
Rui.
Yep, facts, Rui.
Mm-hmm.
Still DeMar or no?
I
Who?
guess DeMar still is in these.
Still DeMar?
Oh, no.
I don't know. I don't even watch his games. I can't say for sure.
Brandon Ingram's really good in the mid-range.
Not watching
Brandon
the
Ingram is
Kings,
someone I'm
Ox?
thinking about.
Brandon Ingram's
I'll be so busy. I can only
Chris
watch
Middleton's
select
still
games. I'm
really
not
good
gonna
in the
waste
mid-range.
them on
by
the
way.
Kings.
I
You
just
know?
put that out there. Chris Middleton is still really good in the mid-range, but he's on the Wizards,
Still.
so I don't
Mhm.
think
Yeah,
he gets
Devin
much
Booker,
recognition, but
yeah.
he's still really good. Oh yeah, D-Book's in there for sure.
Jalen Brown is
I
a
don't-
good shout too, by the way.
Jalen Brown is a good one. Donovan Mitchell this year's been amazing.
Mhm.
So you
Been
want to
great
give
in
him
the
his
mid-range.
flowers.
Yes, sir. Been
Um,
great. I think we just naming guys,
We're
but
missing some big man.
who are the 5 guys? If you had to take 5 guys, who are the 5 guys in the mid-range this season? Shea,
This season,
KD,
KD,
Shay's number
Shea,
one.
like guarantees.
Jalen Brown.
Rui. I think Rui's been a top
Rui
5
for
mid-range.
sure.
He don't have the
Rui?
volume. He don't have the volume. No,
He just
Like,
doesn't have
His
the volume.
Donovan
Kawhi's got to still be up there. Kawhi's still
Yeah,
Kawhi
Kawhi
Leonard.
probably
That's
still
as
got
far
to
as
be
I'm
up there.
going.
Yeah.
Yep, and Kawhi
Why
Leonard.
your voice changed like that, Real Talk?
If everyone's healthy, I've got
Is
Kyrie.
Jalen Brunson there?
If everyone's
Is Jalen
healthy,
Brunson there?
Kyrie. Oh my god, Jalen Brunson's a good name.
Mm,
That's
Jalen
why
shoot like
Jamal
50-something
Jamal
from
Murray's
me
really
right
good
now.
in the mid range.
Yeah, Jamal Murray, yeah.
But off the top of my head, like if everyone in the league is healthy, I've got KD, Book, not in order. KD, Book, Shea, Kyrie,
Yeah, but
for sure. That's probably the 4. And then that 5th name, probably Kawhi.
I think it's Leonard. I'll take
Yeah,
Leonard.
that'll probably
Okay
be my
with that.
5. KD, Book, Shea, Kyrie, and Kawhi. That's probably my 5.
I'm okay with it.
okay,
I'm
let's
taking
keep
Leonard.
it moving, y'all.
Mhm.
Seriously, who farted? That's terrible. You need to change that. That's
Well,
terrible.
apparently.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not surprised that the Knicks won because 2K been telling me that shit for a minute every simulation.
Oh my goodness. Here we
We don't-
Yeah,
Appreciate the super
2K
chat,
right,
brothers. Appreciate the super
Man,
chat,
get the
brother.
fuck out of
We
here.
love it. We love it. Thank you. Hunter King 3200. Can we have a convo of JB as best scorer in the NBA? Also, shout out Jordan Clarkson. I was against signing him, but he's been great for us, and I've been telling everybody about Kolik for a year now. He's legit.
Who the best bucket getters in the game? Because we just had a conversation about Luka, and I still am on that train. I think Luka the best scorer in the game. That hasn't changed for me. I still do. I still think Luka is the best scorer in the game. With that being said, of the bucket getters that are in the game today, how many of them are better than Jalen Brown?
He's
Not
talking
Jalen
about
Brunson.
Jalen
Jalen
He's
Brunson.
talking about Jalen Brunson.
Jalen
for
Brunson,
sure.
not Jalen Brown. I'm sorry. Is Joker a better bucket getter than Jalen Brown?
No.
Brunson.
Yeah, Brunson.
Brunson. I keep saying Brown. I'm sorry.
I don't
Is
know,
is
man.
is
That
Joker a
young
better
guy
bucket
put the
getter?
ball in the hoop goods, man. He put the ball in the hoop.
Yes.
He
Yes,
he
yes,
definitely
yes.
can't get to it.
You-
I said
Is
no
Shea
to
a better
it.
bucket getter than him?
Absolutely, yeah.
Is KD still a better bucket getter than him?
No,
No.
I don't
No,
think
you're
so,
not taking
man. I don't
KD.
think so.
no.
Like he's more capable, but like
Sure.
He's still more
in
talented.
reality, like he's not scaling up to the degree Brunson can. I don't
That's
think
right.
anymore.
Agree.
Is Anthony Edwards a better bucket getter than him?
I don't think so.
How about Donovan Mitchell?
I'd say with Ant and Mitchell, it's conversation.
It's a conversation.
Yeah, for sure, it's a conversation. But I've got Brunson in both of those instances.
I think Brunson's intermediate game probably edges out Ant. So I'm probably. I don't know.
But Ant's 3-point shooting edges him.
Yeah, man. Ant been open.
I mean, Jalen Brunson can go bucket for bucket with anybody, including SGA. He's
just
go band
undersized.
For band with
He's undersized, which makes it so impressive. Like he shouldn't be able to get off the stuff he gets off, man. Like it's
a year ago, I did a top 10 scorers list, and I had Brunson at 9. I could have gone as high as 7. I had him at 9. Since that moment, because I had LeBron like right above him. LeBron would be below Brunson now. KD would be below Brunson now. So I probably have him around 6 ish.
So he better bucket get it in Curry today.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I know that
Curry today is
I feel more comfortable.
Yeah,
with
Curry today is
Brunson.
That's why I said 6 or 7 because I had Steph at 7 a year ago.
Yeah.
Steph,
by the way,
actually no, but this is also back when Embiid was healthy. So
to the second,
move everyone up. Yeah, Brunson's around 6. He'll bring around
the second part of that super chat, Ox, though, it was interesting on the broadcast. Stan Van Gundy said that Jordan Clarkson's a top 10 bench scorer ever.
That makes sense.
I think he overtook Manu Ginobili recently.
Yeah, it made me think about it, not just on points, but he probably is.
I'm not mad at it.
Shout out! I thought he was a great addition for New York, man. But there is going to be times though, like brace yourself, where you're like, why is this guy on the floor?
For sure.
Oh yeah.
So
That's like the life of like a true 6th man.
Yeah. So just make peace with that. Yeah.
It is. But
okay,
in points he's just passed Manu Ginobili in points off the bench. So shout out.
That's fine. Did they? Oh, never mind. All right, y'all. Let's blow through these super chats real quick. Knicks fans forever. We are the champions. All them haters, Ron, Mars, Grilltown. Only Big Ox gave us our flowers. Okay. And we not raising any banners like them corny Laker fans. We going for the big one this June. Go New York.
I had the Knicks in the finals, by the way.
I didn't know I was hating, but whoopsie.
Eat it, haters. Only Big Ox showed them love.
You're not raising banners like the Lakers, right? Because you only have 1. We have 17.
Real talk.
Also,
fake Laker
we
fan.
also have a in-season tournament championship as well. So you know,
yeah.
Who is this we you speak of? Real talk. Who is this we you speak of?
The Lakers.
He been down with the Lakers. Real Ox. What are you talking about?
No, he
hasn't. As we see the Hakeem.
He just lived.
I have 2 teams. That's
he just lived in Houston.
Yeah, this ain't
exactly. You just lack loyalty.
He has not shown the Lakers any
Mars,
love.
You better not say nothing about lacking loyalty, Mars.
I said it is what it is. I said
well, Mars can speak on that because he knows exactly what it looks like. And real talk is a real life fence jumper. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Come on now.
Oh man, put
that. You hate on him too, don't do that?
No, I don't. I can't believe, man. I was matter of fact. Ox, send him to hell. Fuck up out of here. The way you disrespect Magic.
Oh my goodness.
All right, put the Magic picture down so I can bring you back on stage, please. All right, thank you.
We love him.
Oh, hell no. Get the fuck out of here. I refuse to go for this. I would not go for this. No way. No way. Okay, let's keep going.
Make a legend.
Here we go. Jay got game 1. This just in from New York. The Knicks are not raising the cup banner until we get that championship banner. I love the attitude. Okay, we spoke about that already. Shout out to them.
At the rate that they're going, the last time they won the NBA championship was the year I was born, which means I'm probably not going to be around when they win it again.
I don't know if that's how it works, Chill. I think that means it's coming sooner than later.
God willing, you'll be here. God willing, you'll be here, brother.
Trent 8083. Off topic, but how y'all feel about Darius Acuff as a NBA prospect?
I'm sorry, I don't know who that is.
That one, Penn was it.
Yeah. Oh well, you know what? I'll start tapping into Darius and we'll see about it. I haven't really been watching too much men's college basketball. Y'all know this is the women's college basketball season for me. That's pretty much all I watch. I obviously I sneak in an NBA game when I have to.
Yeah.
But Knicks fans forever. The French baguette boy got exposed. I don't see anyone other than maybe OKC who can stop the Knicks when we're healthy and clicking.
Oh, here we go.
French baguette boy.
Let them believe, Jill. Let them believe.
Hey,
You know what's funny about the game though? Like, did it not seem to y'all? Because it felt like to me, the Spurs were in control of that game for me, like all the way up until there was like a stretch in the third where at the end, and shout out to Jordan Clarkson, I think it was him that came in and started like hitting some shots or whatever.
It's when Mitchell Robinson got like
Mitchell
3
Robinson,
offensive
yeah.
rebounds straight, and then they kept getting
Change.
kick out threes. That's when it
Okay.
kind of went left.
Yeah. But San Antonio was controlling that game for me for majority of that game. They kind of just like let go of the rope. And
Yeah.
New York took
They
Those-
were
it.
up double
those-
digits, man. They were
when
up
you-
double digits, man.
When you score off offensive rebounds, and I say this a lot, it's like exponential. It counts for more.
demoralizing.
It counts more. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's the X possession, more time off the clock, and just like you said, Chill, it's the morale of it. Like, damn, get the ball. Julius Erving, 56-12. The third quarter surge hurt Wemby in the fourth. Like MJ said, when you make a few threes, you stand at the three, watching, waiting for someone to find you. It takes away from your strengths.
And then you start taking bad shots at the long ball line on top of that. Because I saw when they were trying to make that push, those shots that Wemby was making, instead of getting something less difficult to actually spark a run, now he's shooting off the dribble threes at the top of the key with 2 guys around him. And that's not helping us. That's not helping us at all. So I definitely think that threw a monkey wrench in what they was trying to do. I do.
And you know what? When y'all send these super chats, if y'all not gonna spell out the words and use proper grammar and all that type of shit, man, don't blame us for butchering it. Like y'all, it's like I'm texting in the 8th grade or something. Like, but what the hell is this, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Focus, y'all. Y'all get my man up.
What the hell is this, man?
What y'all doing, yo? Y'all get him up.
Chill. And this is also like watching Wemby. Him offensively, it's a constant reminder to me that it makes sense for them to have Jalen Harper and De'Aaron Fox and Castle on the roster. I've been saying this. I don't believe in Wemby like that, not quite yet, as like this great self-creating offensive player that can get a bucket, on his own when he gets ready and create for others and make these passes. Like, that's not his game quite yet. We see flashes of it, but it's not there yet. That's why I agree. They have all of these guards that can handle the ball and can put him in as many play finishing scenarios as possible. That's kind of where you want Wemby right now. Pick and pop. Okay,
that's why,
get that three. Pick and roll. Get the lob finish. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And that's why though. But that's why, to Chill's point as well, when big men play like big man, when you got a guy that's 7'5" and he starts in the block, you already have a mismatch, and it's easy to put teams in the blender. And then when you have guys like Castle, Harper, and Fox who can penetrate the paint and who don't need others to create for them, that makes it all the more reason why Wemby should get in the post more, because he's helping the other guys get off too. But when he's trailing the play and he's pulling these, and at the end, Chill, to your point, he's settling for these pull-up transition threes. Is it in the best interest of the team for him to take 5 or 6 of them? I'm still not there yet. You know what I mean? You're letting the defense off the hook. I agree with you. Yeah.
Yes, he's letting the defense off the hook with that. And I think also, Ox, really quickly, don't get wrapped up in just because you're a big man and you play on a box, that's all you have to do. No, that's not all you have to do. No, but you do have to take advantage of mismatches. You're 7.5 feet tall. When I get Josh Hart switched on to me, when I get a smaller guy like OG Anunoby switched on to me, I got to take him down to the boom boom room and I got to punish him. Yes.
Yeah, Chill.
And just
Chill.
quickly,
also,
as well.
He also, real quick, he also has a skill set that allows him to play in a pick and roll, pick and pop, pick and dive, slip, all that. He has a great skill set. He has great footwork, great touch. He's aware. You know what I'm saying? You can tell that he can see what y'all call it, court mapping. You know what I'm saying? Like he can see what's going on the court. It's like he has the skill set to do all that. Stop bailing these teams out. Yeah. Go ahead, David.
And it's okay to start inside out. Like Jokic started close to the basket and he started to extend. Şengün started close to the basket and then he extends out. You know, it's okay as a big man to start inside before you start to really expand outside. So he'll learn though as he matures.
Right. Okay, let's see. Also, chat, I understand there's a character limit. I do. I understand that. Maybe digging in pockets a little bit if you got that much to say. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, if you are gonna like, you know, not use great grammar and shorten words, that's fine too. Just don't be mad at me when I butcher the super chat. You know, that's all I'm saying. Do what you want, send what you want. I appreciate the super chats. We all do. All I'm saying is you can't get mad at me if I butcher it if you don't use proper English and proper grammar. That's all I'm saying. All right. Hello 55 says, funniest thing to happen is if 34 goes to a different team and it prevents New York from going to the finals.
Why would that be the funniest thing to happen? I mean, it wasn't a guarantee that y'all was getting them. I mean, who said that?
They've been trying to push Giannis to New York for this isn't even like the first year either. They trying to get that caliber of player into New York. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I would actually love to see Giannis in New York. I would absolutely love to see him in that big of a market. I really would.
Real talk, you know where I'm at with this. You the dude. I've been trying to break you and homegirl up for quite some time now. I've been trying to do it. And it looked like it's working. Because now it's getting louder. It looked like it's working. So I've been trying to break y'all up for quite a while. Not because you can't stand up. I just don't want y'all together no more. I don't want y'all together no more. That's it. I don't want y'all together no more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want Giannis to go to New York. Like, even if he gets traded, New York has never been the destination that I.
Where you want him to go?
I don't really care. Honestly, I like San Antonio. But other than that, I don't really care. Now, now that Steph is older, I wouldn't mind seeing them come to California, come play with Steph. For my own selfish reasons, I like him to come play in Portland. I'm telling you, I love watching Giannis play in person. Giannis is probably my favorite player to watch in person.
I've seen
really,
yeah, but I'm telling you that he's a lot bigger than he looks. Like, bro, is huge and he's fast.
He's huge on TV.
No, but he's bigger than that.
Yeah,
he's bigger than that. Like y'all remember Willie Cauley-Stein?
Mm-hmm.
Willie Cauley-Stein looks small next to Giannis.
Yeah, he is big.
I haven't seen Giannis live yet. I've seen LeBron now a few times, and that was my takeaway when I first saw LeBron in person. I was like, damn, he is a cyborg.
When I walk past Giannis in the hallway, I was like this.
Yes, it's incredible.
No. Damien, I'm a big dude.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis makes me feel small. Like I'm walking past Giannis in the tunnel. Like we standing next to him and Bobby Portis. Giannis is big, bro. Like Giannis is humongous. He's not like he's not.
And I'm 6'9", Damien, legit.
5'7".
Yeah,
I'm 5'7".
Yeah,
and Ox 6'9", legit.
I was like, what's the air like up there?
Crazy, yo.
Jay got game one. It's personal for the Knicks with not winning a ring for this long. It's slick comments from Damien. They got plenty of room up there for the cup banner. Is why the Knicks are not putting up the banner. They got bigger goals.
Okay, first of all, Jay, no, they don't have plenty of room because it's a bunch of banners up there from the Rangers. There's a bunch of retired Jersey banners up there too. So no, they don't.
Rangers.
So let's stop that. Okay, let's stop that. That's not true.
I was just purely advocating for celebrate your wins when they come around, man. It's hard to win in the NBA. There's nothing wrong with putting up a banner. And it can be one of those ones like the Lakers did where you just add the years. You don't put up another banner every year. Like, it's fine. I was hoping New York would do it because I think it would be good for them to celebrate this. But all good, man.
Yeah. I'm just a fan of that. Just being proud of your accomplishments, man. No matter what other people say about it. Right. Let's get more. Okay, let's keep going. We got a few more super chats.
All right, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow.
Later, Dame.
All right, Damien.
All right, brother.
There we go. All right, Mars. Okay. Let's go. Let's get through these.
Mars is in the Christmas spirit. So am I. Oh, you have to match my green or red. I see you, co-host. I see
check y'all out. Check y'all out. Mr. Unique, supposedly Wemby lost his grandmother recently. So if that's true, I think it's fair to give him a pass for last night.
Oh, I mean,
Pass for what?
R.I.P.
Because he lost his grandmother.
Maybe
Which
maybe
is
he
not
didn't
why
blow-
he was crying, by the way. That's
But
not
what's
why
the-
he was crying.
But what's the pass for?
I
Playing.
guess they're saying he didn't play that
Or
well.
the way he was playing last night. That's not why he was crying last night. He was crying last night because they lost. And Wemby is ridiculously competitive. That's why. And he wanted to win. I saw it in him. That wasn't why he was crying.
Oh, okay.
No.
Psychology major chill over here.
Yes.
Seriously, who farted? The in-season tournament helps that boredom thing we hear from on players finding random things to motivate them. Past players would have loved this.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yes.
Alan R. The point of the in-season tournament is to add extra excitement early on in the season, though.
That's about moving it to the All-Star break. The final.
Oh, got you.
Chill, they saying he said he was crying because his grandmama passing away.
Yeah. He was crying because his grandmother passed. He also was crying because they lost, too. So two things could be true.
Yeah, I do think it's a mixture of both. I do think it was a mixture of both. He probably, you know what? Because I've like situation, you probably like dedicate, the game to the person before you play, and so he's probably like on top of just the disappointment of losing, probably felt disappointed that he wasn't able to win it for her.
I'll be mad as hell if I died and you dedicate that trash to me.
Okay, brother.
That's for me. You just clearly never loved me. That's how you play. Well, damn. Nice to know how you felt about me.
All right, Mark.
Jamar's wild.
I'd be mad as hell.
Oh, man.
Rolling in my grave.
We all got a job to do. That's hilarious. Golly. My man Alan R. Since a member chat, he's been a member for 29 months. That's longer than Real Talk's been a Lakers fan.
Oh,
He
right,
says,
brother.
That is a long time.
L Brim Reaper and L Host. He was talking about L Host Ron. He didn't say that when I came.
Yeah.
So
Trash.
Mr. Unique. Normally not off to catch the show live anymore. So it's been over a year since I've caught you all live. God bless y'all. Happy holidays, WPC.
You too, brother.
That's what's
Happy
up.
holidays.
Appreciate it.
Speaking of the holidays, are we here on Christmas? Do we know that?
Yes, Mars. We're always here on Christmas.
What day does Christmas fall on?
Next Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh, I won't be here. Merry
Yes,
Christmas.
next Thursday.
Merry Christmas.
Actually, you know what though? Just probably hit Ron or Dave because I don't know. But usually we're always here on Christmas though. So, Antoine Hamilton. Each team nominates one person for the ones tourney. The winning team, each player gets $500K. Give guys something to play hard for, like the in-season tournament. Oh man.
Now we got to pay him
stop.
more dough to do that. Nah.
Right. Y'all got to stop offering rich dudes money. They don't care about it.
Yeah, they don't care about that.
I find that hard to believe. I'm sorry. I don't care how much money I got. If you telling me I can get 500,000 more doing something, I'm probably gonna do it.
Now, real talk. I don't know what your financial situation is, right? So I'm not gonna pretend like I know, but I'm gonna assume that you don't make $50 million a season.
That is correct.
So if you did, I'm pretty sure $500,000 you'd be like, I'd like to have it, but I'm not gonna stub my toe for it.
I stubbed my toe for 500.
Can I get you in the ring real talk with Kyrie Irving for 500 racks if you are one of the better players in the game?
In the ring? You talking about
The ring being the court.
Oh. Well, hell yeah, I'll fight Kyrie.
I'll do that shit right now.
Yeah, right now.
I apologize. I meant the floor.
Right, chill. I'll fight anybody in the world for 500 bands right now.
Even if I get knocked out, yeah.
Hey, shit, that's best case scenario. Let's get this shit over with
Hey,
quick.
Jake Paul fighting in a couple days, right?
I'll beat Jake Paul ass. But anyway,
Yeah, he fighting Anthony Joshua. You take that fight too?
Will I fight Anthony Joshua? I wouldn't want to, but I will for 500 bands. Mars, I got kids to feed. What? Yes, I'm fighting
$100,000 is a lot of money.
What?
You'd fight Prime Mike Tyson?
I'd fight Prime Mike Tyson for 50 bands, Mars.
I'm not giving
50
you
bands. Now,
1989,
500 bands.
1987,
No.
1988 Mike Tyson.
You know
I'm not
you're
giving the
risking
ring
your
anymore.
mental faculties at this point.
No.
Well,
You
no,
know
it's
that.
not. But he hit so hard, bro. Like you get knocked out quick. That's better. It's better to get knocked out quick than it is
So
to
your
get punched
belief
on.
is you'll get
15
knocked
times.
out with
Yeah.
so few punches that you'll be fine mentally after the fact.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
I don't know
I'd
the science behind that, but-
I'd rather fight him than one in the middleweights. You know, one in the middleweights is going to beat me up. I don't want to get beat up. I'm trying to get knocked out in the first or second. Let's get this shit out the way. I
No,
got
Roy
go
Jones
home.
will
I
drop
got
you.
these
Ox.
kids to feed.
Don't worry about getting beat up. Roy Jones will drop you. Yes, he will.
Yeah. Well, I shouldn't say middle. I mean like one of them smaller dudes.
Yeah.
See, I'm telling you, and I've said this plenty of times. If you give me 8 months to train, them little ass dudes ain't beating me up. Like no way. They're too little. They're too little. And that was a UFC conversation we had.
You get in the ring with a prime Manny Pacquiao, he is knocking your ass out, bro.
If I train for 18 months, I'm beating Manny Pacquiao up. I'm beating Manny Pacquiao ass.
Today's Manny Pacquiao? That's
I'm beating the shit out of Manny Pacquiao.
Your
What?
ass, Ox. I'm sorry.
Manny Pacquiao is the size of my son. Chill.
And he'll whoop your ass too. Ox.
That nigga is little.
Yeah.
Them little niggas is dangerous, bro. Them little niggas is dangerous.
So you
But,
know,
Bruce Lee. But if we're talking about boxing, there's rules to this. It's not like he could just kick me in my knee. He can't take like what? He can't even touch.
Real talk.
You know.
Bruce Lee was 5'4" and 150 pounds. That's it.
Yeah. Now my dad was in the boxing game a little bit, so I was around. But hey, them people ain't no joke, bro. Hey,
They wired different, bro.
No,
They wired different.
Hey, I don't think it's a game at all. I've done some different martial arts and stuff. I've been around with them dudes. Like it's not no joke, and I don't take it lightly. I'm just saying, like if you're in a certain weight class, bro, it's just not happening, bro. It's not happening. It's just not happening. But anyways, shout out to them though, and I wouldn't pick a fight with him. I know that. But for 500 bands,
yeah, we can fight the fight.
come on, for 500 bands, Mars.
If I even have to fight, I just got to enter the ring because I can enter the ring and take a knee. Shit.
Nah, I'm not doing that. If we gonna fight, we gonna fight. You gotta beat me up. I'm sure you will, but I'm not just gonna I'm not gonna let you do it though. Shit.
Yeah, we already did
Trent-
this one.
You read this one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, we already did this one.
Thank you for that. See, I'm acting like I already got knocked out by Mike Tyson. I can't even think. Conscience E. The West will have 5 teams win 50 games.
Who's that? OKC, Denver, the Spurs, Rockets, and Lakers. Is that the
Yep.
5?
Probably the 5.
The Wolves might get there.
Maybe they start beating actual teams.
Yeah.
I mean, we had 5 last year.
Yeah. One of them was the Clippers. What a fall from grace.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
5 last year. And 2 of those teams won. I mean, Minnesota won 49 games last year. So
Mhm.
Key 0898. Thank you, Clippers. OKC will gladly take that top 5.
not the top 5, the number 1 overall pick. I'm saying it, Mars. The Clippers are going to win the lottery. Oklahoma City's getting the first pick in the draft.
No way.
They better not get the number 1 pick.
So we're getting a James Worthy situation.
Yes, that's what's gonna happen.
Hey, chat, I know we're off this, but y'all don't let this YouTube shit fool you. I could put these things together. Anna Monica Studios, 2884. What's more likely to happen? Cavs win the chip or Lakers a top 6 seed?
Clippers.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Clippers a top 6 seed. We started the season saying that Inno are the worst situation. Clippers got it.
Just so we're clear, Mars, the Clippers are a game and a half ahead of New Orleans for the worst record in the Western Conference. They're a game and a half.
They're like 10
Meanwhile,
games
the
back from
Cavs-
60. Yeah, that's not.
In the Western Conference. Meanwhile, the Cavs a game and a half out the 3rd spot. And we see in once you get to the playoffs and you win in the first round, like it could get tricky.
Yeah, the Cavs are more likely to win a chip than the Clippers.
Yeah,
are
I
to win a
agree.
chip.
Well, that we would have to assume that the Clippers made a big move in this trade time. Like they got some sneaky move, which I don't know what they can do. But we'd have to assume they did something major in this next month in the trade market.
Yeah,
right?
so,
A lot of ground to make up.
I'm not saying either one are likely, by the way, but more likely Cavs win the chip.
Yeah, that would be my only assumption is that they they made a crazy move in this next month or so. OG team. Can we all agree Mitch is the best offensive rebounder in the NBA? Enough of Steven Adams talk. Mitch has dominated playoff series because of it. I full-heartedly agree.
And so has Steven Adams.
Steven Adams dominated against Golden
Yes, he
State
did.
when he was
Steven Adams did too. So,
man.
Steve, I like Steven Adams. I think he's great. I think he's number 2, but I think Mitchell Robinson is probably the best offensive rebounder I've seen since who? Dennis Rodman?
Shout out to
Andre Drummond.
Reggie Evans. Shout out to Reggie Evans.
When you rebounding your own misses, we taxing.
What that mean? That don't mean nothing.
We
Mars,
taxing.
I'm trying to tell you that we got to stop taxing that the way that y'all be taxing. Like it's hard down there in that paint.
Not arguing that, but if I'm comparing the best offensive rebounders, you're getting attacked when you're rebounding your own misses. You're getting attacked.
I don't know if the possession ends with me with a bucket just because I had 3-4 cracks at it because I rebounded my own misses. Why does that
make you a worse player? It means if I'm comparing you to a Mitchell Robinson or a Steven Adams or Dennis Rodman, yeah, I'm taxing the one who is rebounding their own misses 3 times on a possession, as opposed to the one who's gaining their team an extra 6 possessions off their other teammates' misses. Like one is very clearly gaining
better
more
offensive
rebounders.
Steven Adams, Moses Malone.
Okay, all right.
Answer the question. No, have him answer the question, Ox.
I can't make him do anything, real talk.
Oh,
Exactly. He will. Yeah, you can't make me do shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna try to dictate like Ron.
Exactly. Stupid question.
Hunter TV. Wait, Morris. Do you want to answer that question? Because now I'm kind of curious to know where your mind is at.
If I'm still here next week, come on, some question.
All right. Hunter TV. Shout out the Knicks for winning the cup. However, the Spurs are the real winners because they have avoided the cup curse and the inevitable first-round exit that comes with it.
Rumor has it that it's actually not the cup curse and it's actually the Darvin Ham curse. So because the Knicks do not employ Darvin Ham, they're actually going to be just fine.
We'll find out this season.
That's what the rumor is. I've already said, they're going home in the first round now. It's over. But we'll see. We'll see if it is the Darvin Ham curse or if it's the NBA Cup curse.
Yusuf sent through a super chat saying allowed the shot chuck because Slovenia are ass. Can we not say the same thing for the Lakers aside from 3 players, AR, Bron, and Aiden?
Rui's not an ass offensive player. That is not true.
You can't.
The reverse
Lakers are
tax is that the
significantly better.
3-point line is shorter in FIBA, so that counteracts some of the lesser offensive help.
And the Lakers are significantly better than the Slovenian team. Significantly better.
Yeah.
Lakers play Slovenia. I got Slovenia in 6.
Please stop.
But Mars, in that situation, I'm curious to know: is it like a situation where it had to be like video game where Luka's on both teams, or does Luka play with Slovenia against?
Luka plays with whoever he wants to play. Luka can choose. Is he going to betray his nation?
Slovenia.
He's playing with Slovenia. If Luka plays with Slovenia,
he's doing what I said he'll do. Averaging 35 in Luka's absence
he's
against Slovenia. And
if Luka plays for Slovenia, I don't know who wins.
Well, if Luka plays for Slovenia, Austin Reeves is frying him. I'm telling you that right now. Austin Reeves is having 45.
But in order to make it
11,
fair,
8
Slovenia are going to play with FIBA rules, and the Lakers are going to play with NBA rules on the same court. So Slovenia are going to be on offense with a shorter 3-point line. They're going to be allowed to goaltend on defense, but the Lakers aren't going to be allowed to.
Okay.
They're going to be able to knock shots off the rim. The Lakers aren't going to be allowed to. And that's how you're going to play the game.
And wait. In FIBA, there's no defensive 3, right?
Yeah, there's no defensive 3. So the Slovenia is going to be allowed to camp the lane. the Lakers are not going to be allowed to.
What
I would
type of
love to see a
bullshit
game
is
like
this?
that.
I got
He just making up a
Slovenia.
game,
I got
chill.
Slovenia.
I
I
would
like
love to
that.
see a
I
game
like
like
that,
that.
Marsh.
You make a unique court where we'll get a EuroLeague team, for example, whoever the best EuroLeague team, we'll get Olympiacos, and they'll play against. We don't need to be the NBA champion, but an NBA team. And instead of switching sides at halftime, you play offense on the same side the whole time. You play defense on the same side the whole time.
Right.
So the Lakers, the NBA team will be shooting on a regulation 3-point line against defensive 3 seconds is allowed for the other team. They can knock the ball off the rim, all of that stuff. But then the Slovenian team are going to play with their rules on offense and defense. So they're going to shoot on a short.
I like that.
Shoot on a short 3-point line.
Oh,
They're going to be
what are
allowed
you
to knock
talking
things
about
off
you
the rim.
like that.
It'll
I
be
love
an
it.
exhibition
I love
game.
it.
It'll be a
Marsh.
funny
Shit,
exhibition
that's
game.
amazing.
It'll be
Wait,
a
and
funny
do-
exhibition.
and
So
how-
let's
how
run
long-
this race.
long?
I want to make sure that I'm understanding.
The only thing is I don't know how long the game would be. That's the only thing.
44.
I
It'll
don't
be
know.
44 minutes. 44 minutes.
44 minutes in
So
between.
with us
11
running
minute
this race,
quarters, that's fine.
Ox. So with us running this race, Ox, I get to wear sneakers. You do not get to wear sneakers. I get to
No,
start
you just play
in the
under
block.
your league's rules and
You-
we play under ours, but we're on the same court.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I love
big
it.
is
I
the
just think that'd be
court?
funny.
Is it FIBA size or is it NBA size?
How big is a FIBA court?
Is it
the
much?
same
Is it
size.
different?
Because
I'm checking.
aren't like the Olympic courts like smaller when they play in the Olympics?
Oh, I thought it was the same.
FIBA courts are basically
I
90.
see
Alright,
you
yeah.
ball, yo. Yeah.
We'll make it a 93-foot court. One meet in the middle.
Okay.
All right.
Make it a 93-foot court.
Hey, I like that. That's dope. Okay, we only got a couple super
Lakers
chats
and
left,
bars
y'all.
still, by the way.
For Mars, when I made a comment on OKC's defense, I was saying, can we speak more on the hacking they do than crying specifically in that game, not glaze?
The hacking they do is like all that gets spoken about. I don't know. Maybe you're new to the discourse, but that's kind of like the thing.
They do get the foul. It is very interesting, like human programming and behavior, right? If I just decide that I'm going to do something all the time, others just accept it. Like instead of actually correcting the behavior, it's just like, oh, yeah, we know OKC fouls all the time, so we're just not going to call it. Oh, yeah, we know Draymond Green's just going to cuss a ref out 3 times a game. We're not going to eject him because he does it every game. It's like,
When is LeBron gonna get fined and suspended for the way he manhandled that ref?
brother.
He didn't get a fine?
No, he needs to, because if he doesn't, then when somebody else does it, they're gonna be like, "Well, Bron did it."
Yeah, they should be smarter. They should be smarter than to say, "Well, Bron did it" as their defense.
Well, I mean, they should,
disrespect.
but I mean, that's
No disrespect.
it's
If Jet Howard, no disrespect, grabs a ref and then gets banned for 7 games, if his defense is Bron did it.
Well, I mean, you have to set a precedent though, and you can't show favoritism so outwardly like that. So that's all I'm saying. This is a good super chat. It's Zamzay says, real talk just exposing that Kyrie's beautiful basketball was floor raising the watchability of Luka's disgusting basketball. W Kyrie. I love this super chat.
You know what? He might have been floor raising some of the watchability, because you did get to, every time you watch Luka play, you did get to see Kyrie as well. But I mean, Luka was scoring like 30 in the first half regularly. Oh man, 24 Luka, you will be
like the
missed.
leading first quarter scorer this year.
Yeah, but it's still not the same as 24. Thank you.
Yeah, because it's on your team. It's cool. Like,
It's not the same as 24.
Oh man. Yeah, you loved her when she lived over there. Now she moved in, and you're gonna kick her ass out. This is crazy. God damn, this is crazy.
Everybody not
DSG
meant to
Piccolo.
live together, you know. Everybody not meant-
Facts. DSG Piccolo said I'd wait until trade deadline to talk about my team, but is he saying real talk? But real talk,
Yeah.
Denny leads the league in total free throws. Drafted Kolek and need a point guard now, but Ryan Rupert bum baguette ass still on my team. Back to waiting. Damn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure DSG Piccolo's a Portland fan.
Blazers fan. He's a
Yeah, he
Blazers
is.
fan,
Denny's really good. Is Denny better than Franz?
No,
I'm going to
he's
keep
not.
asking this question. Okay.
He's dope
He might
though.
be
I like
better
Denny.
offensively. He might be better offensively, but that defense fell off a cliff.
Okay.
Ugh, stinky defense.
Anna Monica Studios with the final super chat of the day. Jalen Brown this season is a better scorer than Brunson and has low-key been a top 5 mid-range shooter. Real talk. As a C's fan, we can argue banners.
We don't care about those segregation rings of yours, respectfully. I keep trying to.
Y'all got some-
Minneapolis Lakers.
But I'm saying, but majority of ours are in the new millennium. Like they're, you know what I'm saying? Like we actually okay.
Well, then don't talk
hey,
about
can- can
17. Don't do that.
Can a
Bubble
Celtics
rings, by the
fan
way.
argue or talk to a Lakers fan 80s forward? No,
In terms of success, no.
exactly. It's not even close.
A's forward as well. How many rings they got? 4?
They got the 3 from Larry, and then no, and
Five.
then they got the
Five.
five.
Eight and 24, yeah.
So they got
Right.
less than the Bulls, the same as the Spurs, and one more than the Warriors in the last
Exactly.
45 years.
The Lakers since the 80s have what? They have the 5 from Magic.
5 from Magic, none in the
5
90s,
from Kobe and Shaq.
5
from
from
Kobe.
Kobe. So
Got
that's
You got
11.
1 from LeBron.
Got 11.
bubble ring nonsense. Yeah, 10 and a
It's
half.
not.
Yeah.
You have 11 rings.
Let's just call it 10.
11. Okay.
Yeah, we'll call it
Even
10.
take away the 1. Yeah. 10.
Yeah, we'll call it 10. Yeah,
We're still frying the Celtics, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, so if you just choose when NBA history starts, actually, yeah.
I mean, nobody
Yeah.
cares when you were
Yeah,
running
if you just set
Yeah,
the line where you want to set it, yeah,
exactly,
cool.
yeah.
Okay,
I don't care about those old
That's
ass
despicable.
Yeah,
rings.
we'll just ignore the actual GOAT who played for one of these franchises.
Yeah, whatever.
Well,
I'm so sure.
all right, chat, PC fam. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, sending all the super chats, and engaging in the show. Shout out to Splash Sports. And if you are interested in football, the best football talk in the world, make sure later on today you tap into the press box where you can catch Bama, J-Rob, Swiper in there doing nothing but superb football talk. Shout out to my man Phillip Rivers. All right, y'all.
Merry
Peace.
Christmas.
Peace.